Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. I've been having a pretty crazy day today. Just felt like going live, chatting with you guys, just hanging out, maybe doing some healing, some body scans, maybe even doing some readings. I don't know. I'm just in a not a funky mood, not a bad mood, but a mood that just feels like I don't know what to do with myself. So I thought I would come and hang out with you guys and see how everybody's doing, get a feel for what everybody's going through right now. I don't know. We'll just play it by ear and see what happens. But right now, I don't even see anybody on here. I'm trying to get my uh my phone set up where it needs to be. So anyhow, I hope everybody's doing okay. Again, I'm just here to just kind of chat and hang out for a little bit. I've got um a lot on my mind. Not that it's bad, but my stepmom had a heart attack today, so she's in the hospital currently, going through some stuff. And so I've got that going on. I've had some pretty cool. Hi, Jennifer, how you doing, honey? Um, but she had a heart attack, and then I've had, I don't know, it's just been one of those crazy days. And even though I am being blessed constantly, like today, let me show you all these cards that was gifted to me. These are all brand new decks that was given to me today. I got them in the mail. One of my clients turning friends is just as sweet as can be, and she sent me all of these decks, and I am just like so grateful. I already feel very connected with all but one deck, which is surprising to me. I mean, I actually had some activations that happened with some of them, so that was pretty neat. um but anyhow, I just thought I'd hang out with you guys tonight and see what everybody is doing, what's going on with everybody. Feeling very pulled to do some body scans for people tonight. And what that means is, hold on, let me turn down my radio. What that basically means is I am capable of putting my energy into people's bodies, scanning their body, and seeing what things need to be healed at that time, or opened, awakened, things that need to be removed, what have you. And I do that. When I do the type of healing that I do, it helps people rid of density. It helps people to clear things in, their energy field. It may help them heal physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. Everybody's completely different. I am a medical intuitive. I am also highly intuitive. I am a Scorpio. I am also an Aquarius moon, Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon. Um, but I just wanted to connect with you guys tonight. If you feel led for a body scan, just let me know that you're wanting a body scan and a healing, and I will put you on the list for that. If you would like a reading, I'm also going to do readings too. Like I said, I've got all these new cards. I'm going to show you guys all these new cards that came in the mail for me today. These were a gift from Margaret. She is one of my clients. She is turning to be a friend. She's part of my soul tribe. She may not know that yet, but she's definitely part of my soul tribe. But anyhow, readings and body scans is what I'm doing tonight. If you guys feel like you need any of those, or, and I'm going to suggest, if you're wanting a body scan, don't just get it because it sounds interesting. Um, and this is all free, guys, by the way, this is all free, but don't just ask for a body scan just because it sounds interesting. This is not something to be taken lightly. With every time that I do body scans on somebody or any kind of healing on somebody, activations happen, awakenings happen. It takes you deeper into your spiritual journey. People that are led to me are led to me for a reason. They're at a place in their journey where they need what I have to offer. So if you don't feel intuitively pulled for a body scan, please don't ask for one. Instead, get a reading. But the body scans are pretty neat. Everybody feels different with them. Of course, every single body scan is unique to the individual. But anyhow, let me see who all is on here. There's quite a few people on here. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, guys, if you're wanting a reading or a body scan, just let me know which one you're reading and put your name with that as well. Hi, Murphs. How you doing, hun? Psychic Dashton, Vampire Slayer. How are you, honey? Hi, Jennifer. Sweet. I'm Pisces cusp, Aquarius moon, Aquarius Gemini, Cancer cusp rising. Venus, Aries. I honestly don't know all of what all of that means. I know very little about that stuff. Everything that I do has been intuitively guided, connections with different ascended masters, different angels. Everything that I have learned, whether it be healing, doing readings, whatever it may be, has been guided by it's been organic. It's been guided by spirit. And I try not to read too much. I try not to watch too many videos on things. Matter of fact, the cards that I read, I don't read the books to them unless I feel led to do so while I'm doing a reading. But that hardly ever happens. But I just happen to know that I am Aquarius moon. It's just I have my chart somewhere. Anyhow, yes, free reading for Psychic Dashton. Is your name actually Dashton? Is that what you want me to put down here? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Let me see how I want to write this down. Okay. All right. This is the first time I've ever done both body scans and readings in the same night. Again, guys, I'm just in a funky mood. My stepmom had a heart attack. I had a very awesome supernatural encounter with three angels today in the middle of my kitchen after all of the news of this. And I had a pretty profound conversation with my stepmom about the COVID vaccine and why, for the past 2 years, me and my brother's been having visions of her having a heart attack, and we knew it had to do with the COVID vaccination, at least the second one anyway, was the message that I've been getting. But anyhow, Jennifer, I've got you on the list. I happen to see something. You're the first person on here. I happen to see something about you having pain, but I'll read that in just a second. And then I've got Dashton. And you are getting the reading. And then Jennifer, I think it was a healing for you. Murph, honey, do you want any reading or a body scan? I've been having a lot of hip pain. Is my surgery going to be soon? Do you want a reading on that, Jennifer? Or can I feel like I should do some healing for you? But anyhow, let's just go with the flow with that. Okay. Owen, how are you, hun? Are you wanting a reading or would you like a body scan? Have you been listening to what I've been saying? I'm not real for sure. Any healing for scoliosis? Okay, so when I do healing, guys, I don't focus on a particular thing. Like if somebody comes to me and says, hey, like I have scoliosis, can you heal it? I don't ever know if I'm going to be able to heal it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. When I do body scans, what happens is I see the things that I'm supposed to heal, change, take out, add something to, whatever it may be, and I follow the guidance of what I am given at that time. So I don't want to say yes or no to that, but if you would like a scan, Sam, we'll see what happens for you, hun. Okay, I've got Owen, Sam. Sam, please hang around. I feel like you need to hang around. I'm gonna do a scan on you, hun. But give me just a little bit, guys. If for some reason, um, I love that, Dashton. Thank you for sharing that with us, hon. Jennifer, I'm going to just answer your question about the surgery. I don't think that's going to be as soon as you'd like it to be. However, I do feel like it's going to happen, but um, yeah, I don't think it's going to be as soon as you'd like it to be. Oh, yes. Thank you, Dashton. Yes, awesome. Um, okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If I don't have you on the list, please let me know. Murphs, if you're still on here, let me know that you're still on here. I've got Jennifer, Dashton, Owen, Sam on the list right now. I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, Jennifer, this is going to be for you. I am going to probably do both for you, the reading and body scan. Okay, which cards do I go to for Jennifer, please? Thank you. Again, guys, these are all new cards. I have had interactions and some activations actually with some of these cards. They were given to me today. I've already infused them with my energy, cleared out the energy that was put into them by anybody else that's handled them, as well as any attachments that may have been attached to them. When I did that, after I did that, I ended up doing a reading for myself of each deck as I was clearing them one by one. And I tell you what, it was just incredible. So I'm excited to use these cards for you. Jennifer, this reading is going to be for you, hon. Show me what Jennifer needs to know at this time, especially when it comes to, will she be having surgery on her hip soon? There's a change in happiness. There's something that's happening at this time that is going to bring in some sort of happiness. You got the abundance card, but whatever reason I got happiness with this, so it's an abundance of happiness. There is this feeling like something to do with your heart song is coming together, which brings me to this next card that came out. It's referring to divine guidance that's being given to you at this time. So listening to your intuition, following the suggestions of your heart at this time. There's something about your internal knowings that they're really directing you at this time. You may kind of find yourself feeling like you're a little bit, how do I say this? Like you're a little bit, um, like maybe spirit isn't really like listening to you, or no. They're backing me up. Not that spirit isn't listening to you, that maybe you're not hearing spirit exactly the way that you normally would, or there may be something about the communication with spirit at this time feeling like it's like stifled or maybe being held back from you. And I feel like this is more because there's something that is becoming more online or more in tune with your intuition, your discernment of spirit, these internal knowings, your claircognizance and things of that sort. So I feel like the spirit team, your angels, your guides, even your higher self, maybe even has kind of backed off and said, hey, we want you to do this on your own. And they're laughing at me. Higher self is not backed off. This is one of the things that's actually communicating with you quite a bit as the guidance has backed off. So anyhow, I did smoke a little bit before I got on here, so just bear with me. But anyhow, you're getting in like this energy of your guidance team backing up and allowing you to kind of to take the lead with the guidance and receiving your intuition and what you do with your intuition. Am I supposed to continue with these cards? Yes or no? Thank you. I need to connect with Archangel Michael. There's something about communication. Um, get into a state of meditation, intend on connecting with Archangel Michael, and there's something to do with receiving communication from that angel. I don't know exactly what's going on, but there's a message that angel has for you. What other messages do you have for Jennifer, please? In love, romance, finance, ascension messages? Thank you. Okay, so one of the messages that is coming up right now is that a lot that has to do with your hip problem, and maybe even problems like in your shoulders, your feet, going across like the back of your shoulder blade, has to do with something that is a result of things that happen as a child, whether it be neglect, abuse, not having both parents in your life, sexual trauma, just relationships that ended, people dying a lot. I don't know. There could be a million different things that's happened, but you're holding a lot of these things in these areas. So these are things that need to be cleared too. And as I'm saying all of this, my ear on the right side is ringing, has such a high tone in it that it's kind of like distracting me from the message that's coming in. So this just tells me that I'm correct with what I'm saying. But there's definitely some time that needs to be spent in meditation when it comes to accepting somebody for who they are and forgiving them for something that they've done. This may be you, this may be other people, but I feel like it's more than one. Guys, I am doing readings and body scans tonight. If you're feeling led to get a free reading or a free body scan, just let me know. Put your name in the comments, please. I do have 4 people on the list. Like I said, these are free. I'm just hanging out and chilling with you guys tonight. Just felt led to do so. I'm in a little bit of a funk, but not a funk at the same time. So there's some changes and some shifting with a connection that has to do with romance. There's something about taking a gentle approach to something. And I feel like this is one of the reasons why Archangel Michael may be coming up for you, because there's something to do with the communication that is coming about and or needs to come about. Now, I don't even know if you're in a relationship currently. If you are, then this is going to be something that is definitely shifting within the connection, but I'm getting like a no answer that, and I don't know if they're saying no to the shift in the connection or no that you're not in a relationship, but either way it goes, there's something that is happening within a connection that is needing to have some sort of gentle approach, especially when you have communication, because something about the way that you speak, the way that you present yourself when you're communicating to said person, it can be almost too powerful, too strong. There's something about it that could be, um, how do I say this? That could be taken as like you trying to have control over a situation. So I don't know what's going on there, but there's something that's shifting in a dynamic here that um has to do with a connection. It doesn't have to be romance, but I do feel like it does have to do with romantic partner. They just keep saying gentle approach, whatever that means. But it has to do with communication. Let's see what else they have for you. What other messages do you want to come out for her today? Which cards do I go to, please? Show me that again. These. You've been in a relationship for 20 years. What other message do you have for Jennifer, please? In love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. Archangel Metatron, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. And I'm feeling like this is referring to sensitivities to spirit. Um, and I'm feeling like somebody around you, or maybe this is something that you're going to come in contact with, is a child that has like the imaginary friends, the parent that may say, you know, that's just your imagination or what have you. But these are kids that are like actually connecting with other beings, maybe from other realms, but in particular, angels. These are people who are highly sensitive as well when it comes to like intuition and just like these knowings, maybe having a lot of premonitions and dreams is what I'm feeling. Um, and the weird feeling that I'm getting with this card is you are already around children like this, but you may not be like in communication with children like this yet. Maybe you sense it or something of that sort, but it's kind of a confusing message that's coming through there. But anyhow, I do want to go ahead and creative writing may be something that you need to do. When I do creative writing, what I'm doing is I'm sitting down and putting pen to paper, setting intentions that whatever beings would like to come through at that time of love and light would come through and give me messages, and I would allow the pen to just start writing on the paper. Whatever came through came through. Sometimes it looked scribbly, sometimes they might draw some sort of shape, or I've had a lot of times them tell me things that I needed to do, but this is something that they're asking you to engage in. You may be seeing a lot of orange, peach, gold at this time. There's something about that. There's definitely something within the color for some sort of activation. But anyhow, let's go ahead and do this body scan for you real quick. All you need to do is close your eyes and kind of just follow along with what I'm saying. When I do body scans, it's different for everybody. So you could feel pushing, pulling sensations, pitter patters, vibrations, tingling. You may hear tones in your ears. You could get very, very hot. You could get very, very cold. You could have pinching or tickling sensations that are just random places in the body. What I say usually that you are probably experiencing is exactly what you're probably going to experience right at that moment that I say it. Not everybody has those same effects. It depends on how many blocks people have, what layer we're actually working on, and this and that. But anyhow, let's go ahead and start this healing for you. Go ahead and close your eyes, Jennifer. I want you to pay attention to what you're seeing in this third eye area. Look into the area right in between your eyebrows. Close your eyes and just pay attention to what your body feels like at this time. Where are you feeling pain? I don't want you to answer this. I don't want you to open your eyes, but just observe, where are you feeling pain at in your body at this time. If there's any kind of like weird sensations that are in your body, you may also want to just be observant of that as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ground my energy really quick, get centered. I'm going to call upon my higher self, Archangel Raphael, Yeshua. The energy of the raven is even coming through right now, which is not something that normally comes through when I'm doing healing. However, it is coming through at this time. I'm going to ask that your higher self also come in and communicate with me at this time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow into the screen 3 times as I do this. Each time I'm going to be scanning your body. You're going to get into a more deep and relaxed state of being. You may feel very light and floaty, or you may even feel very heavy. I'm going to do that now. Instantly, I'm being told to stop right directly at the crown area. I am going to be doing some sort of connecting there. Let me see what's going on there. Okay, you're going to start to feel like a fullness in your head. You may feel as if something is getting very tight there. It may feel like tension, even. And what you're going to start to feel is the energy of something being lifted up and out of the head. It may still feel like there's a little bit of tension there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start to just release this energy. I'm going to break it up. You're going to start feeling like almost like air bubbles probably moving around in your head. You may even start to feel like a spinning sensation as I start to connect with the crown chakra and the crown area even. And now you're going to start to feel things get a little less tense. You're not going to feel as much tension there. And if you're not feeling this tension there, you may feel it here in a few seconds as well. Sometimes it doesn't happen instantly, but most of the time it does. And then you're now going to start to feel a spinning. The spinning is going to happen in your head. It may even start to make your eyes flutter. It may even feel like your eyes are kind of like rolling in the back of your head or something of that sort. As this is happening, I'm going to go ahead and push energy into your body again and scan. I'm going directly to the heart space at this time. What I'm doing is an open heart surgery. It's going to feel like I'm slicing right down into the center of your chest. You're going to feel me pulling back the skin, so to speak. This is the energetic level that I'm actually pulling back, but it's going to feel like there's an energy of something very heavy there. What you're going to feel is like a scraping, so to speak. And what I'm doing is I'm getting out any kind of heavy, dense energy that is in there. This could be blocks that have been put there by programs that you've watched on TV, people, places, and things or situations that have said or done anything. And what I'm doing is I'm just cleansing this area. I'm clearing it from any kind of toxic energies, maybe even energies that you've picked up from foods or things that you've put into your body. But what I'm doing right now is um, I'm changing this energy. I am transforming this energy into usable energy of love and light. You may start to feel like there's a thickness that turns in all of a sudden to a void. You could be seeing blackness in the third eye area, maybe even white starting to come into the peripheral area. But now you're going to start to feel as if where that thickness was in the heart, where the void is starting to be felt, you're going to start to feel like a kickstart there. It may feel like a little bit of tightness. It could feel like there is some kind of I don't know how to say this, but it feels like a wheel is spinning and it's spinning clockwise. I'm going to ask that this area be balanced out. And Jennifer, I just want you to imagine that you're connecting your energy from your heart space. And I want you to see this gold, whitish gold energy that's starting to go out of your heart space in waves and it's connecting with nature. I want you to connect with trees, with the grass, anything that you can think of that is green that is around you. And I want you to pull that energy back into you. What happens as it's starting to be pulled back in, you're going to start to feel this energy influx, like it's going to expand and contract within your heart. May even feel a little bit painful because I'm feeling like things are being pulled and yanked on, especially on the right side of my heart space. So you could feel as if some things are happening there. I'm going to go ahead and do the third scan now. With this scan, your body is feeling probably a lot lighter, a little bit floatier, not as heavy or not as dense as it was before. At this time, I'm in the groin and the hip area. I'm actually going to the left side of the groin at this time. I am about 2 to 3 inches over from the left hip in the groin area. And what I'm doing is I'm breaking up the energy in that area. And it's like a rubber band or some sort of, I don't know what it is that I'm seeing, but it's almost like I'm seeing a joint or maybe some sort of, I don't know. It may even be an implant that I'm seeing. Help me out with what I'm seeing. But there's something there in that lower part of your groin that looks like it has some sort of like elastic band. And this could just be like a metaphor for what they're having me heal. Sometimes they'll just give me weird images. But anyhow, it's going up to the hip. And what I'm being shown to do is break this energy here. So I'm literally like cutting this energy in half. And it's like making the energy of what looks like elastic or a rubber band go back towards this area in the groin and back towards the area in the left hip. When this happens, I'm seeing that the left hip, it almost looks like it's like being popped into place or popped out of place, or it looks like something clicks, or for better lack of terms, it just feels like something is being adjusted. Okay. But I literally feel the adjustment. It's an internal, like a energetic adjustment, but at the same time, I'm also feeling it physically. I'm feeling it like, I don't know how to say this, but it felt like something was turned on, put into place, and then almost like a dull, it's not exactly pain, but I guess it is a category of pain. So, like, a real dull, um, pain in that area. And you may even start to feel like tingling, heat in that area. And I'm being told to push new energy into that area as well. So I'm doing that now. You're going to feel this energy go down the left leg and into the left foot, especially into like the arch of your foot and the toes. You're going to start to feel maybe even like there's a block in the middle toe. And I'm going to go ahead and take that out as well. I'm going to release that. And now you're going to feel the energy pinch there in your toe, and it's going to move the energy right on down. There's something that is draining from the left hip all the way down the left leg and going out the middle toe, or maybe even all your toes. It's kind of tickling and tingling the middle part of my toe. Um, uh, the middle toe, I'm sorry, is tingling and kind of itching. So you may be experiencing that as well. I'm being told to focus on the right side, which actually feels like there's something missing there. It almost feels like there's some sort of block or void there, maybe. I'm seeing just like darkness. I don't see a whole lot of light in that area. And I'm referring to the same exact area that I was on the left side, but now I'm on the right side. Either way it goes, I'm going to see what spirit wants me to do there. Okay, I'm sending what looks like, okay, it is rainbow light, but it's held within white light. And I know like white light is the existence of all colors of light, but what I'm seeing is it's almost like the white light is crystalline, and the crystalline structure to it has these multi colors to them, ribbons, so to speak. And these ribbons are going into the right hip, they're penetrating into the bone. I can see it literally like as it's going into the hip bone there, it's going all the way across, not really affecting the midsection of the lower part of the abdomen, but going and moving to the left hip as well. I'm feeling literally the energy, these ribbons, so to speak, of all of these colors going into both hip bones. Again, on the left side, I'm feeling like something is being adjusted. There is a slight adjustment that is happening on the right side as well, but I don't quite feel the energy going down the right leg like I do the left leg, which makes me feel like there could be some sort of block there. So I am going to just check to see if there's any blocks there. I'm going to connect with your right knee. You're going to start to feel like a thickness there. This thickness is going to start to be broken up. As it does, you're going to start to feel as if, I don't know if your knee is jerking or if your leg is jerking in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's an internal jerk or whatever it is, but there's something about that and it should settle down. If for some reason you're not experiencing some of these things, you may experience them later on tonight or even within a few minutes after this healing is done. Everybody's different, but most people feel it instantly. Not all healing is done instantly. Sometimes it's done in layers, sometimes it's done over time, sometimes it isn't meant to be done at all. However, if you're here and I feel the need to do this healing on you, then you're going to receive. Okay, now you're going to start to feel as if the energy is starting to move around in your knee. It's going to be in a counterclockwise direction. And as I am feeling it going that direction, I am breaking up even more energy as it's spinning. And now I'm going to ask that it starts to be directed into a clockwise direction towards the other knee. You're even going to feel the opposite knee, the left knee, start to kick, start basically like start to be in sync with the right knee. I'm going to again send energy right into both of the hips. Instead of it going into the bones, it's going into your whole entire leg, filling up the whole entire leg, clearing out any kind of energy that may be blocking you from experiencing what you're supposed to be experiencing. If there's any kind of pain that can be relieved at this time, it is relieving it. Your leg may be jerking. It may not. It may just be my legs jerking because I do have like an energetic pump there. That's a long story for another time. But anyhow, you're feeling energy going down both legs now and into your feet. I want you to just imagine that there's a portal beneath your feet that is opening up, accepting this energy dump, and it is transmitting that and transmuting this energy back into love, light, and usable energy that is being poured right back into your body. You may feel this coming in through your head and through the crown area that I was first working on. It's going to go all the way down in through your heart. You're going to feel it cycle into your heart and expand out into your aura. And then now it's moving down into your lower extremities, and you're going to feel a grounded, centered connectedness, and just sit in this energy and allow yourself to feel what is happening to you, happening for you. I hope that you got something out of this healing. Open your eyes when you feel led to do so. If for some reason you had any kind of distractions during the time that I'm doing the healing, just rewind and go back and sit in this energy, and you'll receive. Much love to you, Jennifer. Dashton, honey, how are you? Are you still here? Dashton. Okay, guys, if you're still here and you've already been put on the list, I've got Dashton, Owen, Sam, and if who was it? Um Murphs. If you're wanting something, I can put you on the list too. If any of you guys are still here and wanting a body scan, a healing, or a reading, please let me know. I'm just hanging out tonight. Again, guys, I'm kind of in a little bit of a funk, but not a funk at the same time. Got some things that's been going on. Oh, good, Jennifer. I'm glad that you felt everything. I hope that you get some relief with your hip pain. Um, God bless you too, honey. Much love to you. Anybody else wanting a reading or a body scan with healing? If you're still here and you're somebody that's on the list, let me know that you're here and I can go ahead and begin your reading or your healing. You're very welcome, honey. I am not a witch. Not a witch at all. I do not resonate with being a witch whatsoever. Healer, energy worker, light worker, not a witch. Matter of fact, the being that has taught me all that I know, or I should say most of what I know, is Yeshua. So you have the right to your opinion, green wizard, druid. I don't do dark magic. I wish you an awakening, honey. I'm not even going to respond to you anymore. Your magic may be better. I hope that it is better. I always wish the best for people. I don't go to other people's channels or pages and tell them that I'm better or try to act better than them. That's not Christ consciousness. That's not a higher consciousness. Your words do not affect me, honey. I have been through hell and back, and words like that do not bother me. If anybody else is wanting a body scan, a reading, again, I'm just hanging out tonight. My stepmom had a heart attack. Had a really crazy experience in the middle of my kitchen floor with 3 angels, which is not the first time I've had crazy experiences or supernatural experiences. It is one of many, but it was a crazy experience. And, I've just been gifted with all of these cards today. I already have probably about 20 decks, but these are all new cards from one of my clients, turned friend. And, I just want to chat, just want to sit here and hang out with you guys, see what's going on with everybody. If you're wanting some body scan healing, if you're wanting a reading, if you're wanting to talk smack, that's fine. Do what you need to do. Dashton, how are you, honey? All right, hon. All right, which cards do I go to for Dashton, please? Which cards do I go to for Dashton, please? Oh, you guys are funny. My dog is a warlock. Oh, Lord. What messages do you have for Dashton, please? In love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Dashton. In love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Dashton. Give me 3 more shuffles, please. I'm seeing the color yellow, so there's something that's going on with your confidence, with courage, with standing out in a crowd, maybe even. I do feel something with the star, which makes me feel as if there's an energy of coming up, leveling up, coming into this energy of maybe even popularity, stardom, having some sort of following or covering or something of that sort. You do have Archangel Michael, which is talking about an eternal love and protection. This is protection from other people like I have on here right now trying to come against me. You guys, your words do not bother me. They do not hurt me. I wish you an awakening. Matter of fact, if you're on my channel at this moment, then I guarantee you're going to be triggered by something that I say or do, and it's going to trigger an awakening in you. So I wish you all the best. But anyhow, Dashton, you've got Michael that is protecting you from some sort of, I don't know if it's a harsh environment, but I'm getting some sort of like harsh criticism, judgment, or something that may be coming towards you. This is a time of you finding like your soul tribe, a time of you letting go of people that maybe not in resonance with you at this time. Why? Because you're moving towards this energy of prosperity. This is an energy of like getting your 10 of Pentacles. This is a message of um, money coming in from you and for you in some way, shape, or form, but it's about you putting time and energy into some sort of talent, some sort of skill, something of that sort, maybe becoming an entrepreneur even. There is a message of you going through quite a big awakening. If you haven't already went through this, you're definitely going through a pretty big shift at this time, and you're realizing that. There is a message of clarity coming through for you. This clarity is coming through because of some form of meditation that you're doing, whether you're, just taking these daily drives or when you're washing the dishes or cleaning your house, or maybe you're sitting in a meditative state. Either way it goes, there's something about um, need for meditation, need for deeper connection, taking your meditations to the next level, maybe even. There's something about finding out about how there's a correspondence between the tree of life and your body. And I don't know exactly what spirit is trying to tell me here, but there's something with that. So um, you may want to meditate about that, look into it a little bit more, or whatever it may be. Anyhow, Yeah, you're going through a pretty magical new beginning. This is a time of you like learning more about like the magical side of things. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people that are going through this spiritual awakening, um, re- getting to this like higher state of consciousness, higher state of awareness, things of that sort, are going through these times of getting connected with spirit in multiple ways. This could be through like communication with angels. It could be receiving different frequencies or different tones, feeling your kundalini, your chi, your life force energy, the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, moving through your body, and giving you messages in multiple ways of healing in some way, shape, or form. You may have actual encounters with beings that you've never had encounters with before. There's just something about supernatural things that are happening and awakening to the truth of things. This is the truth that a lot of people have been, truths that have been hidden from people. These are truths that, people are fighting other people about now and ridiculing and saying, this is all conspiracy or this is that or this is that. And there's something about you that is seeing through all of this and getting past all of this. And there's just like this really big new beginning. Again, I'm seeing the star. There's 6 stars here. Um, Actually, 5 stars here. So there may be something with stars. You may be seeing stars. You, again, popularity of following something of that sort. But you're definitely leveling up. You're definitely coming into a new energy. Yeah, the lights being illuminated. There's something about, I didn't say that right. There is an illumination that is coming. There is definitely something that is being brought to the light. There is something that came out of the darkness into the light. Truth was revealed, and it's putting you in this new state of being. I'm being called to another deck, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. Give me 3 more shuffles, please. Give me 1 more. There may be some inner child healing that's going on. This is meaning that there's going to be a time of you like really needing to not take things so seriously, to be more not take things so seriously, to be more relatable with childlike things. And what I mean, like being playful and not being afraid to sing and dance and have fun and cut up and have a lot of laughter in your life. There is this message of maybe um, there may have been a time where, you didn't get to fully grow up all the way before you had to do adult like things, or you had some sort of circumstances in your life where you had to be a mature person, and grow up faster than what you were meant to grow up. But there is a message of making sure that when you have some sort of negative thoughts about the way that you're leveling up, or not knowing what your next steps are, or maybe you just don't know where the finances are going to come from, or whatever it may be, you're being asked to use the words clear, cancel, and release. And what that is releasing any kind of negative blocks that you may be putting on yourself through the negative thoughts, through any kind of negative actions that you may have. And it's reminding you at that time to retrain your thoughts to be more positive and more focused on visualizing the things that you want for your life and things being better for you. Anytime we level up, that means there's going to come new challenges, but there's also just an array of new blessings, new rewards, new things coming to you because of a job well done, hard work, dedication, and things of that sort. And, you're going to be going through this new cycle of learning how to do all of that all over again. Whatever your last cycle was, this new cycle that you're moving into, this leveling up type of cycle, is going to be easier for you to get through the same type of things you got through before. You're not going to have to go through it as hard. Um, Let's see if there's any more messages for you. Yeah, there's a message of self-love, self-acceptance, seeing your worth, seeing your value. There is going to be times when people say things to you that are very positive. They're going to bring out your assets. They're going to show you your worth and your value through just conversation. And they're asking you to really honor and hone in on that, bring that in, let it sink in and take it for what it is. Because when people say things like that, they're not lying, they're telling you the truth. And a lot of times, they see something in you that you don't see in yourself, and they're bringing that out just so you can know. So self-care is also important at this time. Um, You may want to do things like Epsom salt bath, but they're talking about actually using magnesium salt instead of like going to the grocery store and buying Epsom salt. Actually, go on and get organic magnesium salt. There's something about some changes that are happening within your body right now. You may be going through symptoms, what they call ascension symptoms. If you don't know what that is, I have a video about that. So you may want to go watch that. But, things like slight headaches, feeling nervous off and on, clear vision 1 minute to blurry vision the next, changes in your body that just come and go a lot, um, ringing in the ears, feeling expansion in your head or in your third eye area, pains in random places in your body that just come and go, a feeling of lethargy, foggy headedness, a feeling of isolation off and on, just because there is like a need for time of silence. So when spirit is kind of putting you in the backgrounds, doesn't have very many friends or family members around you, or if you just feel like you're not very busy at the moment, and spirit's kind of keeping you in these alone states, that is due to the reason that things are adjusting and things are aligning for you. And as these alignments happen, spirit just needs you to just chill, enjoy your blessings, heal some more things that need to be healed. If there's things that need to be healed about, um, your character, your health, your emotional state of being, whatever it may be, your spiritual health or what have you. But meditation is really going to be where it's at this time. Guided meditations, listening to music, sitting with crystals, going out and connecting with the earth in any way, shape, or form, connecting with water, putting your feet in water, streams of water in any way, shape, or form is definitely something that you need to do as well. Do you have any questions for me, Dashton? If you're on here and you're wanting a reading or a body scan, please let me know. Very cool. It's going to happen. Yes, Jesus definitely exists. If you want to prove that Jesus exists, if you want, um, I'm just going to give you an example of some things some really profound times that I've had with Jesus. I was in the church for quite some time. I still believe in a lot of the church beliefs. I still believe in a lot of the Bible. But at one point, while I was going to church, there was a night when I was just sitting reading the Bible, and I fell asleep on my couch. When I fell asleep, I instantly was in three separate places at one time. I was in my church, seeing myself praising and worshiping and singing with the choir and things of that sort. I was also in uh, outside of my body, looking at my body laying there on the couch asleep. And I was in like this bubble, what looked like a snow globe. And I had Jesus standing beside me, just in the most beautiful most radiant sunlight that you could possibly see. And he was showing me the me, the version of me on the church floor praising and worshiping. And all of a sudden I seen myself come out of the pew that I was sitting in. And I'm floating. Okay. This is like a floating thing that happened to me. I float out of the pew. I go all the way down the aisle, and up to the very front, like where people would be prayed for and things of that sort. And as that happened, I seen everybody in the church got silent and they were just watching what was happening. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see this being that just looked like the most beautiful radiant sunlight coming towards me. He had white curly hair. It was real, real long, almost down to their behind, but it wasn't quite that long. A real long, white, curly, real bright, white, shiny, curly beard, and a face that was just the sun, literally just as bright as the sun. As I seen this figure walking to me, my body and the clothes that I was wearing was transforming. My clothes were kind of shredding and like spiraling around my body and going all the way down to the ground. At the same time, these new garments were being put onto me. They were like spiraling around me and going the opposite direction of the clothes that were going to the ground. And I could see my skin becoming flawless and my hair got put up in the bun. And I just felt like renewed and refreshed and like I was made new all over again. And this being who I felt like was God, um, or a representation of God, was coming towards me. And at that time that it came towards me and I turned to look at it, I knew and recognized it as Jesus. And as I recognized it as Jesus, instantly I went down to bend, to kneel, to kiss his feet. And as I did that, he touched my chin and pulled me up and said, "No, my child." And I woke up from this thing that had happened. Okay. This dream, out of body experience, whatever you want to call it. And instantly I remember like being really, really mad that I was woke up, that I wasn't able to kiss Jesus's feet because I felt like that was a proper thing to do. And, this and that and blah, blah, blah. So to make a long story short, I shared about this with my church up in the front. And, a lot of people had a lot to say about it. And so this was a time when I just felt led to go a lot deeper with connecting with my prayer, with intention. And as I did that, I started being guided to meditate. And as I would meditate, I started having these more profound experiences with angels, with Jesus. And Jesus told me at one time, go outside and sit in the forest, just like he did, and meditate and get connected. And I want to show you what I mean by, God is within you. The divinity, the I am presence is here. And so I did that and I learned all kinds of things about Jesus. I learned truths and falsities of the Bible. I learned truths and falsities about who Jesus is, what his actual real name is, that, he wasn't meant to be followed. He was trying to help people to see how to connect with God in a divine way, in the way that most people, like people are on here now, judging me and ridiculing and saying that I'm performing black magic. No, it's not. It is divinity. This is something that is guided within me through divine knowing. And this is what Jesus taught me when I went out into the forest. This is how you do it. You get deeper in connection through your prayer, through your intention, through your meditation, and then you receive those answers. And that is exactly what I did. I started having out of body experiences. I started getting very connected with 0 point energy, which is the energy of all, but nothing at the same time. It's that energy where you feel a void, but you also feel that, everything and all is possible. I started having my life force energy, my kundalini energy, the chi, whatever you want to call it. The Holy Spirit started rising in me and started teaching me how to heal myself, how to heal others. And these miraculous things started happening to people that I was in contact with. And, not that I was going up and trying to heal anybody, but just things would be happening to people. And I just intuitively know, or I just had this internal knowing. I just knew that I knew that I knew that I was supposed to do something with somebody. And I'd pray and I'd ask what I was supposed to do. And Jesus, angels, guidance, my higher self would guide me into doing these things. And I would do them and miracles have happened. So I would advise you, I would suggest that you set intentions on connecting with Yeshua or Jesus. And learning truth, that only truth and clarity and understanding be given to you during that time of meditation. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And I guarantee that it's going to push you to question everything that you've ever been taught, to reread the Bible and reread it again, and let the things stand out to you that is false. Let the things stand out to you that is true. Take and accept the things that are true and teach that to others, and leave the falsity behind. And this is what a lot of people is awakening to. We're awakening to Christ consciousness. That is that consciousness that is of a higher understanding. It is a consciousness that is connected with the divinity within. It's that consciousness that teaches us how to heal ourselves and others. And it's a consciousness that teaches us to not judge, to not ridicule, and to rid of the dense energies that hold us back because of the judgment and the ridicule and the programming and the falsities of the Bible and religions and all of these other things, right? I'm not saying religion is wrong. I'm not saying the Bible is wrong. I'm saying there's things about each one of those things that don't align with me anymore. And it's because of me getting connected through Jesus with my divinity, the God aspect in me, outside me, that is everything. And, I hope that that helps you in some way, shape, or form. Yes, dashed in. You're absolutely right. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I must have read your comment wrong before. I'm glad that you know that Jesus exists. Jesus is literally like my BFF, my best friend, my go-to. When I'm doing healing, I always call on that being. I have learned so much through the connection with him. I saw him 5 times, and one of the times was because of my ex Scorpio best friend told Jesus, "If you're real, show yourself to dash in for me." And I did. I love that. Without me knowing that's what she was praying for, praying to herself. Jesus has a plasma bubble like Wizard of, can't see, Oz, Glinda. I don't know what that is. That's something I've not heard of. But yes, I agree. There is a glass bubble. Yes, Jesus is pretty. Most angels have blonde hair and blue eyes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. If anybody else is wanting a reading, or if you're wanting a body scan to see if there's anything that needs to be healed at this time, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or energetically, I do not do the type of healing where people say, "Hey, I've got this or I've got that, and I want you to heal it." That is not the type of healing that I'm talking about. When I do body scans, I am shown through your higher self, scan parts of your body that or parts of your aura, or any of your energetic bodies that need to be cleansed, healed. Something might need to be removed if there's attachments, or if there's something that needs to be activated. All of those things are shown to me, and I am shown exactly how to do those. When I do that, it happens for people. Anyhow, if you are wanting a body scan, or if you're wanting a reading, please put your name into the comments and tell me which one you're feeling drawn to at this time. Make sure I didn't miss any messages from anybody else. Hi, Kara. How you doing, honey? Thank you for coming back tonight. Absolutely would love to do a body scan for you. Okay, so if you haven't been watching this whole time, let me just remind you and remind everybody on here what happens when I do a body scan. So what happens is you will feel energy coming from me to you. It could make you hot, sweaty, cold, tingly, pitter patter sensations, vibrations. You could see colors, you could see lights, you could hear tones that you've never heard before. You may hear the voice of Jesus, angels, your higher self, guides. You could see random things within your third eye that you normally don't see. You could have activations and awakenings that you've never had before. This could take you a lot deeper into your spiritual journey. For most people, it does. Depends on how many blocks you have, what needs to be done, how many layers need to be looked at, and things of that sort. Of course, tonight I will not be able to look at all layers. I will just be going to and scanning your body and seeing exactly what spirit wants me to do. Everybody's different, so I'm just going to go with the flow and see what I get. So let's go ahead and begin. Here, I need you to just get into a comfortable place, whether you're sitting or lying down, it doesn't really matter. Close your eyes, and I want you to focus on the area in between your eyebrows. What I'm going to do is I am going to blow into the screen several times. Each time that I blow into the screen, I'm sending my energy in through your crown chakra all the way down to your feet. As I'm doing that, I am scanning your body. I'm scanning your aura for any kind of blockages, implants, any kind of energy that needs to be rid of, or if there's anything that needs to be done in that area, I'm going to do that at that time. I will tell you exactly what I'm doing. I will tell you what you will probably be feeling, what you might be seeing and experiencing. And usually that is exactly what happens for people. If for some reason you don't feel the energy tonight, it's probably because there's a lot of blocks. However, I don't feel like that's the way it's going to go. So let's just go ahead and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and blow into the screen the first time. Again, close your eyes, focus on the third eye area, the area right in between your eyebrows. I want you to just pay attention. Does it look black? Does it look white? Do you see colors? Do you see shapes? Do you see any faces, any kind of scenery within that area? I don't want you to open your eyes and respond to me. I just want you to observe that area. Most people, when I first do any kind of body scans on them, they're seeing black. By the end of it, they're seeing colors, they're seeing orbs, and maybe seeing shapes and colors and things of that sort. If at any time you feel like there's some sort of fear that comes up, just push past that fear. That is the ego trying to distract you. All right, let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to go ahead and blow into the screen and scan your body for the first time. I'm going to do that now. Instantly, I see an energy that is spinning and swirling within your head. It's going down and through your face and through your neck, and it looks like a shimmery, silvery type of energy, and it's going all the way down into your heart space and even right down into the area right above your navel, where it is stopping. I'm actually not seeing any area right there that I need to do any kind of healing just yet. However, I am hearing the shoulder, so I'm just going to write down shoulder, and it may be the right shoulder is what I am feeling. However, it could be both. I'm also seeing the color green starting to come in, and it's going all the way down your head. It's starting to spin and spiral. It also has like a shimmery type of light going to it, and it's also going right down in to like right between the ribs and the navel area. I do believe this is going directly into the sacral chakra area. You may even start to feel as if your Kundalini energy is starting to activate for whatever reason. I'm starting to feel like this building up of energy right at like above groin, right around the tummy. I'm starting to feel like this built up energy, like a fiery, like a passiony type of energy. And I'm starting to feel it mix and mingle with the energy that was brought down in the first place. I'm going to go ahead and scan your body again. As I'm scanning the body the second time, I'm seeing your body start to get very, very relaxed. I see the energy of the silver and the green starting to continue to go on further down into your legs, into your feet, into your arms, and into your hands. And at this time, I'm not seeing any physical healing that needs to be done, but I am being told to activate what I call the spiritual chakras. All chakras are spiritual, but the main chakras for you are already awakened, but I see these other chakras that they're wanting me to connect with. So when I name a certain area, you're going to feel an activation that's going to happen there. These are the activations that get you closer in contact with spirit, with your angels, with your guides, with higher self, with the Holy Spirit, with the divinity within. This is going to be something that helps you to connect with the ethers, with the spiritual side of things, seeing things that other people may not see, experiencing things in the supernatural and magical type of happenings. What I'm seeing first is I'm seeing the hands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants within the hands, please. You're going to feel tingling. You're going to feel like an energy that's being pulled up and pulled out of the palm of the hand. You're going to feel a spinning type of energy right in the palm. And now I'm going to start to send that out your fingertips. So you're going to start to feel as if your fingertips are vibrating, tingling, something of that sort. You're going to start to feel that happen in the opposite hand. If you didn't feel it in both hands at the same time, you're going to start to feel that now. As I'm looking into this, though, the right hand is not completely opening. So I am going to break up any blockages that may be there. I'm going to pull these out the fingers. I'm also feeling a blockage right around like carpal tunnel area, right above that area as well in the wrist. What I'm doing is I'm breaking that up right now. I'm kind of acting like I've got a hammer and I'm chiseling that out or I'm kind of chipping it out. And what it's making me feel like is it feels like there's a nail or a needle that's going all the way through the palm of my hand and up and out through the tip of my middle finger. So you're going to feel that. It may feel like a lot of tension in the palm of your hand as well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing that until I feel like it's all the way out. You may have a little bit of tension there. Again, I'm just gonna keep pushing this out through the tip of your middle finger, and I'm gonna do it one more time, this time releasing and clearing all energy blocks there. Now you're gonna feel both hands vibrating, tingling, and I'm going to ask that they be balanced and spin in the correct directions. You're going to feel both of your hands starting to spin in the same direction. If you had your palms down on your lap, they're going to spin towards the inside of your lap, both of them towards the same direction. I'm going to go up to the chakras right at the front of your shoulders. I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants, please. I'm asking that these spin in the correct direction. You're going to start to feel them spinning towards the inside of your chest, both of them spinning in the same direction. You may be seeing the color purple in your third eye area. There may be darkness around the purple, but there may be a purple like orb or some sort of, I don't know, light that's coming in some way, shape, or form into that area. It may be bouncing around because just get the feeling like it's kind of moving around or what have you. I'm going to go up to the temples, both sides of your temples. I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants, please, and have them balance and spin in the correct direction. These are going to start to feel like they're kind of moving and starting to spin towards your nose. Both of them are going in the same direction. I'm seeing golden light going into this area as well as into the area of your eyes and your third eye. You're going to start to feel like some sort of vibration behind your eyes, maybe even like a pulling sensation or a sensation of like flitters in the eyes as well. I'm going to go ahead and work on the eyes. I'm going to work on the right eye first instead of working on both of them. This is going to take out any kind of programming or blockages that have to do with things that you have seen, whether it be on the TV, through things that you've read, or whatever it may be that has taught you that seeing into other dimensions, connecting with spirit in a way of visuals is not correct. It closed down something that has to do with the third eye and the actual eyesight. So I am pulling things out now. You're going to feel a tug and a pull on the right eye. You're going to feel like a wiggling sensation. You're also going to feel like, I don't know how to say this, like a dry eye or a dry socket behind the eye all of a sudden. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this one last time and releasing. It's going to feel kind of like a watery energy, maybe even might make you tear up a little bit in your eye, but now I'm pushing energy, white crystalline energy right back into the right eye. And it's going to fill that area up. It's going to feel very calm, gentle. When it where it was fluttering a little bit, or if it felt like it was rolling or being tugged on, it's going to start to calm down. And now I'm going to move over to the left eye. And I'm actually getting number codes for the left eye. I'm getting 77017, 77017, 77017. And you're going to feel like this pinch on the side, the left side of your left eye, like right where the crease is. You may even in your third eye on one side, like where your right eye would be, you may be starting to see a brighter light than on the left side where you're seeing darkness or a darker light. I'm going to start pulling on this energy here. It's going to feel like a wiggle or something of that sort as I'm pulling this out your eye. And I'm just feeling a lot of clear type of vision coming through. Now, as these clearings are happening for the eye, something that you could experience from this day on out for a little bit of time as it's continuously clearing until it's completely cleared is you may have clear vision at one moment and then all of a sudden it's just like foggy, blurry, what have you. If you wear glasses, you may feel the need to not wear them at certain times and then have to use them at other times, or you may feel like you need to go to the eye doctor. Don't go. You don't need to. Just wait for the clearing to happen. Sometimes it could take up to several weeks. It just depends on how much needs to be cleared. Sometimes it's instant, and you may not have to worry about it too much anymore, but you'll know. But anyhow, where do I move to now? Okay, I'm going to go down to the bottom of your ribs on both sides. I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants, please. You're going to start to feel these starting to cycle, and they're going to start to turn and move towards the front of your ribs and spin in a direction that is towards each other. I'm seeing like a goldish colored light, brassy, coppery, even all metallic looking colored lights that are coming in to this area. I'm being asked to move down into the groin. I am on both sides of the groin, right underneath like your um, it's like right at pubic bone area. I don't know how else to say this, but right at the pubic bone area on both sides. So I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants, please. Make them spin in the correct direction. I'm seeing bright yellow going into that area. I actually want you to pull bright yellow into that area as well. Just imagine that there's a yellow orb of light that's right out in front of you. You're just going to absorb it like you're a sponge right directly into that area. At the same time that I'm saying that, I'm also seeing blue light going into that area. So if you can just imagine that you're seeing like a midnight blue energies outside of you coming into you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're going to feel like an expansion there, vibrations. It may feel like gas bubbles kind of moving around or something of that sort. Now I'm going to go down to your feet. I am going to open the foot chakras, open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants, please, within the foot chakras. The left side, there is still some blocks there. So you're going to feel me removing these blocks. I'm just going to be tapping there. I'm going to be breaking up all of this energy. And what I'm going to do at this time is I am going to open like a hatch on your heel, so to speak, just an energetic hatch. And what I'm going to ask is that the energy that is held within the leg, the knee, and the foot that could be blocking any kind of energy flow within the foot, leg, or knee, that it be removed and cleared at this time through that hatch on the bottom of your foot. I want you to imagine that there is the Earth Star portal directly below your feet that is opening, accepting this energy. You're going to just have this knowing that Gaia, Mother Earth, is transforming this energy back into usable love and light and directing it right back into your body. You may feel this coming in through your toes, going all the way up your leg into your hips, and just kind of resonating throughout the rest of your body slowly. Now you're going to start to feel both feet starting to have a spinning sensation. They're actually going in the opposite direction of the way that they need to go now. This is while energy is being cleared out. I'm going to go ahead and open up a hatch on your right heel as well for energy to be drained out of this leg that doesn't need to be there. Any kind of blockages that need to be cleared out of the hip, the leg, the knee, the foot. I'm asking that these be cleared at this time. Being brought down into the Earth Star chakra, being changed and transformed into love and light, and put right back into your body. Again, coming in through your feet, going up through your leg, and starting to slowly resonate in the rest of your body. We're going to go up to the ear chakras. This is right behind your eardrums. I am going to be working on the left ear first, is what I'm being told. I'm seeing like an actual very dark space behind the ear. This is from hearing things that you shouldn't have heard. This could be things that happened during traumatic times. It could be things that you've heard on the radio, TV, any kind of things that could have programmed you to be shut down in any way, shape, or form from hearing spirit with the physical ears, or connecting even with the inner voice. This is it has control over both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to just grab a hold of this energy, and I'm acting as if it's like a ball of yarn. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling on a string, so to speak, a piece of this energy, and I'm unraveling it. And I'm unwinding it. I'm going to start pulling it out your ear, right out the side. And it's going to feel like this really weird stringy type of energy. It may give you like a tickling feeling on the inside behind your eardrum. You may even hear popping sounds, sizzling sounds. It may even feel like rushes of water are starting to come out of your ear, or maybe even slow, like a slow stream of energy. This is all normal. It may even feel like it's pulling on your jaw, on energy of your jaw up and out. Sometimes people will feel it pulling on their from energy from their throat and all the way up and out their ear. This is all completely normal. I'm going to just grab a hold of that again and continuously pull until I see bright light there. I want you to just focus on white, bright white crystalline light behind your eardrum at this time. And I'm actually starting to feel some like slight ear pain in the right ear, but I feel like it's like coming as a result of pulling from the left ear. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to the right ear real quick. And I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants, please, within this ear chakra. I'm starting to see this one actually spin pretty quickly. It does have some gunk on it. It's not bright. So I want you to just imagine a bright golden white light going into this ear chakra, not just the white crystalline light, but golden white light going into this. As I'm unraveling this and starting to pull it out, you're going to feel the energy start to feel stringy, tickly. It might itch or feel like it's grabbing something again in your jaw, in your neck. It may even be pulling up from your right shoulder. For whatever reason, I'm seeing the shoulder on the right side. So I'm going to continuously pull this. You may hear popping sounds, crackling sounds, or what have you. Pay attention to what you're seeing in your third eye area now. You're probably seeing multiple colors, maybe streaks of light, maybe bubbles or orbs of light. What I'm doing now is I'm pushing energy into both of your ears. And this energy is going to meet directly into the center. It's going to connect with your pineal gland in the back. It's going to send light into the third eye area that is being projected from the pineal gland to the third eye, that area in between your eyebrows. And there's going to be a stillness, a calmness, a centered type feeling come about you. And as it does, I am being told to connect with Archangel Michael at this time, please. Thank you. I'm asking that you be on the left side of Kara at this time, please. Kara, you could start to feel a presence on the left side of you. It could feel tingly. It could feel very warm. It may just feel like very cozy and relaxed. Now, on your right side, I am calling in Gabriel. You may see the color gold, orange, yellow, pink, peach, blue, multiple colors of blue and silver coming through from Michael as well. Anyhow, you're going to feel Gabriel on the right side, Michael on the left. And what they're going to do is they're going to hold this energetic fabric. It's like a sheet of fabric that is right on top of your crown chakra, hovering about 8 inches above your head. And what they're doing is they're taking what looks almost like an energetic rug, kind of, or a screen, and they're just slowly rocking their bodies back and forth like a seesaw. And as they do that, they're moving down your body, um, slowly down your head, starting at your head. And as they do so, they're picking up any energy that needs to be picked up at this time. Now, they're only going through one layer, but what's happening is what they're picking up is going to start to make your eyes feel heavy as it comes on down slowly through the rest of your head, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders are going to start to feel really heavy. They're going to slowly move on down past your shoulders and into your chest and into your upper arms. And the energy below you is going to get heavier and heavier as they're clearing out all of these energy blocks or anything that could be holding you back at this time from growth and connection with spirit as well. Continuously moving this energetic rug or screen on down and through the abdomen and through the groin area, hips, going down and through the upper legs, now getting to the knees, where the energy underneath just feels so heavy, going into the bottom part of your legs, into your feet, and as it gets into your feet, you're going to feel like a heaviness build up, or even like just a lot of tingling sensation, almost like you have crawly feet or crawly legs, like there's just too much energy build up. And now I want you to just see all of this energy dump out those hatches on your heels, go down into the earth. I literally want you to visualize the best that you can this energy connecting with blue crystalline water within the center of the earth, it transforming this energy into blue crystalline water and sending it all the way up and through your legs, your feet, your legs, your groin, stomach, up into the chest, up into through your arms, your neck, your head. And I want you to just see it explode out of your head and go into your auric field and just resonate there. Allow yourself to sit in this energy, observe what you're sensing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing. Maybe even what you're hearing. There's probably a lot of random sensations that's going to happen in your body. May even continue for the next couple days, is what I'm getting. You're going to be seeing a lot of red light, a lot of magenta light. This is Mary Magdalene working with you, the magenta light with a pink aura. If you see that in your peripheral, or if you see it directly in front of you with the physical eyes and other people don't see it, you're not going crazy. This is you being able to now see into other realities, other dimensions, things of that sort, connecting with the ethers. So, Mary Magdalene helps with the feminine aspect of ourselves, the part that connects with the intuition, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, telepathy, deepening connection with God, spirit, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call the connections that you have with guidance team, animal spirit guides. All of those things are guided by the feminine aspect. Whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. If you don't feel quite ready just yet to do that, then don't do that. Sit in the energy instead, and just see what you feel, what you experience, or what have you. But whenever you are ready, I would love to hear what you experienced. And Just letting you know, if you have any questions, if you need to reach out to me because of some of the things that you're experiencing that maybe you haven't experienced before, you can feel free to reach out to me by email is in the description box. My Facebook page is always open for anybody to reach out to me on an instant messenger. So quite all right. Putting a comment in the comments is also okay. But anyhow, I hope that you got something out of that awakening. that was definitely, it's one of my favorite things to do, because when I do that kind of awakening on people, and that was a mini awakening, just so that you know, there was so much more that should have been done and could have been done. But that was what I was guided to do for today. So um, I hope you enjoyed it. If anybody else is wanting a body scan or a reading, just put your name into the comments. Let me know what you're feeling drawn to at this time. Like I've been saying for a while, I have been in a funky mood today. Funky, but not funky. I don't know how else to say it. I'm in a good space, but my stepmom had a heart attack today. She's in the hospital. I know that she's going to be okay. I had a very awesome interaction with three angels, and, some things that had happened in the center of my kitchen floor today. So, I'm in a good space. I know that she's going to be okay. I've had visions of 2 years of her having this heart attack, as well as my brother has. And this was just a time for her to see that miracles can happen and that she's going to be okay. So we'll see what happens with that, though. Anybody else that's been on here that had their name on the list earlier that may be back at this time that is wanting a reading or the body scan, please just let me know by putting your name into the comments. If you are not yet a subscribed follower, please think about subscribing, hitting the notification bell when you do so, so that you get notifications when I go live. Really incredible. Thank you so much. Connected with a lot. Sending love to your mother-in-law. Thank you again. You're very, very welcome. I'm glad that you connected with a lot and that you got something out of it. Much love to you. It is my stepmother, not my mother-in-law, but thank you. Her name is Rebecca. If you're somebody that prays, please pray for her. I'm sure she'll greatly appreciate it. If anybody else is wanting a reading or a body scan, no, no worries, honey. No worries at all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for being supportive. Body scan. Is this Margaret? I know I always forget what your name is on YouTube, but I feel like it's you. Okay, I thought so. Look what I got next to me. I've already done a couple readings with them. I don't know if you've been listening to me, but I've been in just one of those moods where I just felt like do whatever people feel led to. And, I'm just kind of chilling and what have you. But okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we got for you. If you haven't been listening, you can expect to feel all kinds of weird sensations throughout your body, see things, experience things, vibrations, pitter patter, swirling sensations, all kinds of um, crazy stuff. So you could see colors, numbers, faces, hear things, feel things. Um, just go ahead and close your eyes. I want you to get into a relaxed space, either sitting or lying down. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to focus on the area in between your eyebrows. As I get connected, what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe my energy into the screen several different times. As I do, I'm going to scan your body and see exactly what I'm supposed to do, get connected with your higher self and see what you need at this time. So let's go ahead and do that. Close your eyes, focus on that spot in between your eyebrows, your third eye area, and just observe, is it black? Is it white? Is it colorful? Do you see any scenery? Do you see any faces, any orbs, any geometric shapes? I don't want you to answer me. I don't want you to open your eyes. I want you to keep your eyes closed um, as much as you can, focusing and consciously refocusing as much as you can on that area between the eyebrows, the third eye area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have you, before I blow into the screen, I want you to just follow what I'm having you do. Basically, what I'm seeing is a seed within your heart space. And I want you to imagine that the seed is a seed of the tree of life. I want you to imagine that this seed is rooting. And as it's rooting, these roots are going through your stomach, through your legs, out your feet, and they're grounding into the earth. I want you to see these roots literally like grounding and forming all the way around the whole entire earth. Take your time to do that. As you get down into the earth, I want you to imagine that at the center of the earth, there is a pool of purple, just beautiful purple, black, crystalline light. And I literally, I know this sounds so weird, but I'm seeing inner earth. I'm seeing the sun shining down on it. I'm seeing this, it's so purple water or fluid that it's almost black. I mean, it's just so beautiful. It's like an electric black purple. Anyhow, I want you to root your roots into this energy and I want you to pull it all the way up through your roots and through your body, through your legs, through your groin, all of that. Bring it up into the seed. And as you bring that energy into the seed, I want you to see your tree trunk starting to form. And as it grows, it's growing all the way up into your center of your body, into the core of who you are. Branches are starting to form and grow out of your arms and out of your hands, or growing up and out of your eyes, your ears, the top of your head. And as it does, I want you to see it connect with everything. I want you to see your branches connect with the sun, with the clouds, with the trees, with the earth, just everything that is out in nature. Start connecting with that. You may even feel a sense of connection with crickets and the energy of the healing codes that come along with crickets. I am seeing the color yellow, the brightness of the sun that is starting to come down through the head. And as it is, I'm going to go ahead and scan with this light. Instead of blowing into your head, the energy of the sun is going to scan for me. It's going all the way down through your head. And I'm being told to stop at throat area. Throat is for communication, to be able to stand your ground, speak up for yourself, communicate clearly. And what I'm seeing happening is there's like these shapes, these, I don't know what shape this is, but there's a geometric shape. It almost looks like a pyramid stacked on top of a pyramid, and like there's points. There's one, two, three, four, five, 6 points to it, it looks like. Um, no, there's 10 points. I'm sorry, there's 10 points to it, and it's being placed directly into the throat area. What I'm seeing is like a very, very dark blue, almost so blue that it's black. So there may be something to the purple black, the blue black, but we'll see what that has to do with. But what I'm feeling right now is like a tension within the throat chakra, and I'm feeling that as this cube, I'm just going to call it a cube. It's not really a cube, but for whatever reason that keeps coming to me. It looks like a Merkaba now, is what it's kind of starting to look like. Yes, okay. Um, Anyhow, there's a Merkaba that is spinning, directly in the center of your throat, and it's spinning in a counterclockwise direction. And as it's doing so, it's acting as if it is a magnet, and it's pulling in the energy of things that are holding you back and are blocking you from communicating clearly, from expressing yourself in divine ways, from sharing your truth with others, whatever it may be. And as you feel that being collected, you're going to feel the energy in your throat just get thicker and thicker. You may feel the need to swallow. You may feel the need to cough, or maybe even feel like this energetic throw up is kind of coming out, so to speak, like a purge of energy. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask that as it starts to spin in a clockwise direction, that all of these energies be spun out. And as they're spun out into your aura is clearing them. They're cleansing these energies and transform them back into love and light that is usable to this area and being put right back in. As it is, I'm feeling like weird pains and sensations and pushing and pulling. It feels like the left side of me, my throat's got a lump, or the right side of me and my throat doesn't have a lump. And now they're kind of like balancing and equaling out. I'm now seeing the sun going down in through your head and your crown again. It's going in through your head, and it's touching down in through the eyes and ears. And I'm literally just seeing the sun coming out of these areas, which tells me that your ear chakras are open, your eye chakras are open, and they're cleared, or either they're pretty clear. What I do see is that the light is just shining out of them. So you're probably feeling like a vibration of energy that is kind of like coming out of both of those areas. You could be hearing tones coming out of the into the ears. You could even be feeling like these fluctuations of energy in both the eyes and the ears. Um, as the energy of the sun's being pushed on down and past the eyes, the ears, the mouth, the throat, it's going into the upper heart area. Now we have the heart, where I always see as in the middle of the breast. Right above that is the upper heart. And then to both sides of the upper heart, this is the area where I'm at on the top of both of your breasts. I am seeing these areas dim, they're very dark, dingy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove and release any blockages or implants within these extra upper heart chakras, please. I ask that they be balanced and start to spin in the correct direction. And as I'm seeing them starting to spin towards the inner part of your chest, I'm seeing them starting to grow so big that they're connecting with the actual upper heart space. That's a space that's right directly but above your heart, and it's forming like this triangular energy that is, I don't know how to say this, but it's got like a racing energy within it. It's purple, it's blue, it's green. I'm seeing red. I'm now seeing like a goldish yellow that's coming in. Almost all of the colors of the rainbow, but not quite all of them are coming in. And then I'm also seeing a shimmery black light that's kind of like penetrating into each one of those spaces. And as all of that is happening, everything all of a sudden just starts to like come up and out of the chest. I don't know how else to explain this, but it feels like it's coming up and out of the chest, and it's starting to spin directly in front of your chest. And it's like transforming. I literally can see it like growing bigger and moving around and like becoming very, very, very strong. I'm also sensing Metatron coming in. I'm feeling like this very huge presence of Metatron. Yeah, it just feels like there's this huge presence within me that is like literally growing outside of me. And I'm also seeing Metatron's cube being put directly into the center of this white, bright light that's in front of you. And now I'm seeing the energy of this angel pushing it right back into your chest. And as it does, it's going directly into the actual heart space in the center in between your breast. I'm feeling like a fullness, and I need to take like a deeper breath. And I almost feel like this is expanding in all directions. I don't really feel it's like coming back to me, but it's like just expanding. And then I'm just seeing it kind of resonating just a few inches outside of my body, in my auric field right now. I'm seeing the sun starting to shine back down into the head, coming all the way down and through all of the areas that it's already worked on. And I'm seeing it starting to shine down in through your arms. And there's something about pain. There's pain in like the shoulders, the tops of the arms, maybe all the way down to the elbows. I don't know if this is pain that you typically have, or if there's some sort of shoulder or arm pain, or maybe even like, what do they call that? What is this that they're showing me? Something elbow. Anyhow, um, they're showing me like these issues here or these pains that may be just coming now, but either way it goes, there is an awakening that is happening right at the shoulders, not in the shoulder chakras, but it's almost like this major unblocking or unveiling of some sort of energy here. And what you're going to start to feel is like a heaviness up towards the tops of your arms, in between the shoulder area and the elbow area. The crease of the elbow is just building up and building up and building up, especially in the left arm, not quite as much in the right arm. And now I'm going to just release that. And it's going to start flowing down your left arm and through your hand and through your fingertips. Do the same with the right side. And it's going to just flow on down your arm and through your palm and your fingertips. You're going to feel an activation in your palm chakras. The elbow chakras are even being um, activated. I'm feeling the left elbow has quite a bit of blockage, very painful. Just breaking that energy up. And now I'm just going to start to push it out. And now you're going to start to feel an energy flow from the shoulder all the way down and through your fingertips. It's going to feel like it flows freely. I'm going to go to the other shoulder, your right side. I'm going to send energy down it. As I do, I'm starting to feel energy going into the back, like shoulder blade on the right side, like right underneath shoulder blade, even into the lower part of the right side of the neck on the side. Yeah, I'm feeling tension in the muscles there. This is all places where the energy is going and being unblocked at this time. Weirdly enough, I'm starting to feel a lot of pain coming down and through the mid part of my back and between my shoulders as well. So I'll take care of that in just a minute. I'm pushing this energy, these blocks all the way down and out. And now I'm going to send energy from your shoulder all the way down your arm. You should feel energy go all the way down your arm and through your palm and fingertips. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm seeing the energy of the sun coming in and scanning you again. It's actually something is being pushed out right in between the shoulder blades and mid spine area. It's actually being pulled out right at the center of the back. Um, okay, there's also an alignment of your spine that's happening right now. I can feel like from the lower part of my spine all the way up, slowly being adjusted. And it's almost like it's being put into place. There may be vertebrae that are kind of off kilter, or there may be discs that are out of place or something of that sort, because I can just see like things are slowly being arranged and put into place and aligned in some way, shape, or form. I can actually feel energy moving all the way up my spine now and into my cerebral area. There's like this area right at the back of my nape where I'm seeing it go, and I'm seeing it kind of like exploding and pushing energy into my pineal gland. So you may be seeing vibrant colors or a lot of bright white light that's coming into the third eye at this time. Okay, I'm feeling the need to go down to your feet. I'm just going to open an access for any kinds of energy to be removed at this time, that needs to be removed for your growth now at this time. So I'm starting to see like this vortex of energy that's starting at the head, spinning, and it's kind of going all the way through the core of you. It's not just in the physical aspect. I literally see this in the etherics. It's like this energy that's vortexing and it's spinning around, and it has a lot of like gray, white, silver, like shimmery light that's coming. I'm also starting to see like spots of iridescent colors like pink and purple and yellow and like this really pale green that is coming through, but they look like droplets. I don't know how else to say it, but they're within the vortex, and the vortex just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning throughout the core of you. Um, and I'm just feeling. I'm feeling centered, connected. I feel like there's a lot of energy going on throughout your body, probably especially in your feet and hands and head, eyes. I'm even feeling. I am being given some number codes for you. I'm going to write these down because I feel like this one is going to be long. It's 110276111204. 110276111204. 110276111204. And I feel that in third eye, crown, head area, ears. There's like, it feels like there's some sort of alignment coming together, something of that sort. It's given me a little bit of like tension, pain within my third eye, crown area as I'm feeling. It's almost like a rearranging of energy, but it's being felt in the physical body, in the head. I'm also getting the number 1310, 1310, 1310, and you're going to feel this in your hands. There's a yellow energy that is, it literally looks like it's sitting on your hands. So if you feel like there's a ball of energy on your hands, that's exactly what it is. Just absorb it like your hands are sponges and absorb it into that area. I'm getting the number 033, 033, 033, and the color green going into your eyes. Green is healing. Your eyes could just feel like a calmness come about them if they were fluttering or if they had any kind of twitching in them. There should be a calmness coming about them. They may go in a back and forth state from the calmness to the fluttering and so on and so forth, but I don't feel like it's going to last that long. 1109-212, 1109-212, 1109-212. And I'm just feeling this as a total, it's almost like a total recall of something with the cells. I don't know how else to put it, but there's something that's regenerating, recalling, or something within the cellular structure. Yes, they're saying. I'm feeling a sense of oneness. I'm seeing white crystalline aura at this time with like a very light pastel pink and then purple aura around the white aura. Just a very, very slight see through blue at the end of the pink. You can open your eyes whenever you feel led to. I hope that you got something out of this healing, clearing, activation, whatever the world just happened. Anyhow, I hope that you got something out of it. Much love to you, Margaret. And matter of fact, while you're on here, let me just go ahead and do a reading for you because you're awesome. And if you guys haven't seen all of these cards, if you haven't been on here the whole time, these are all sent by her today. These are all gifts. Um, There's really only one deck so far that I haven't felt completely connected with. Love Bug Blues. How are you, honey? I hope you are doing well. Are you wanting a reading or would you like a body scan today? If you haven't been here with us the whole time, a body scan is a scan that I do that tells me things that need to be removed from your body. It could be things that need to be awakened or adjusted. It could be that things need to be changed and transformed in some way, shape, or form. But a reading, yes, okay, I will do that for you. Let me do a reading for Margaret real quick. I'm feeling that I should do that. So let me do that. No problem. I do. I actually do know, Margaret. Thank you for saying that, though, because there was a time when I depended on your guys' comments, tell me, how good I am at what I do and this and that to help me to get to a place of loving me and knowing what I'm doing and believing and trusting in myself and in my guidance team. So thank you because you're actually one of the several people who have been a part of my journey since the very beginning, my YouTube journey, and have really built me up. So thank you. The tennis elbow, mid back, lower spine, the colors. I was seeing you would bring it up afterwards. I can't understand. Gone. Honestly, I could. Good, honestly. That's very awesome. I am glad that you were able to experience all of that, and I'm glad that I was spot on with what needed to be done today. Um, very, very cool. Thank you for that. Okay, let me do a reading for you. Go on. Okay, you could go on. Okay, good. I'm okay with you going on. Completely okay with it. I think that a lot of times, it doesn't just help me, but it also helps the people that are on here not knowing what to experience or, not understanding what it may be that they would go through or why we even do things like this. But, people sharing their experience, strength, and hope of what happens during appointments with me. It's always helped me to grow. You guys are my form of advertisement. I don't advertise anything. I do have my own website. I've had it for several years, but the traffic on there um, isn't very much. It's not what the way that I would like it to be. However, I am in a new timeline now, and that's all changing. So it's because of you guys. Thank you for being my advertisement. Thank you for sharing my videos and coming and being of support. But anyhow, let's go ahead and do a reading for you. Which cards do I go to for Margaret, please? All right, Margaret. Are these the right cards? Okay. My body had a vortex flowing with the energy. So cool. I love that. I also love when you guys tell me that things because I actually experience everything that you experience. I experience it as well. And it's actually me experiencing it is what makes me capable of being able to tell you guys what you're going to experience. And usually it happens instantly. Not always, but usually it happens instantly right after I explain to people what is happening to them or what they're going to see or feel. But so cool. I flip and love that. You could actually get this nauseous feeling. If you get a nauseous feeling, pull pale yellow into your abdomen, into your tummy area. This is going to be relief for the nausea. That happens a lot when we do this kind of energy work. And what it is you're higher vibrating now. You are resonating at a higher vibration. So your body is adjusting to it. It's kind of like putting your body into a state of shock. So what happens is, when our body goes into a state of shock, it makes us hot, it makes us nauseous, it makes us tired. Sometimes it could even put us into an energy of not being tired, but having way too much energy and not knowing what to do with it. But either way it goes, I am actually burning up right now. I am feeling like I want to strip my clothes off. So you could probably even be feeling that as well. What messages? Thank you. There they come. Okay, so there is definitely some new beginnings that are happening for you, but before these new beginnings happen, there has to be an ending to something. I feel like this is kind of like a piggyback off of the last reading that I did for you. It says the old must be released so that the new can enter and come in. And I really feel like this is going to speak to you pretty strongly, pretty intensely. There was definitely some sort of decision. Oh, I can't take this off. I forgot I have. Hold on a second. I forgot I have a nightshirt on. Let me turn the fan towards me real quick. Okay, sorry about that. But anyhow, there's gonna be some decisions that you need to make to let go of some things in your life at this time so that new things can enter. You know what those things are. It could be people, places, and things, situations, all of the above, habits, addictions, any of those things. But there's definitely some pretty profound decisions that need to be made at this time. The color blue is coming out in this card, which makes me feel like the throat chakra, like communication, which makes sense because you had some work done on that today. So that completely makes sense as to why that's coming through. Am I supposed to continue with these cards? Thank you. Shit, I feel as if we are FaceTiming. So I'm just talking away here. Keep talking. I'm fine with you talking with me like that. You know what? If I knew how to put you on here, I would. I don't know how to do that. But I definitely would do that. I see a few things here that may allow me to do it, but I'm not sure. I don't want to mess it up. But anyhow, communication is definitely one of the key things that's coming out here. But I feel like this is not just referring to communication with people around you. I really feel like it's deepening the connection with spirit. I feel like the things that we just did during your body scan, during your healing, is exactly what that was for, was to deepen the connections with spirit in all ways that you can do that. You do have Isis coming out. This is a past life connection, but it's not meaning that a connection from a past life is coming back. What this means is there's something to do with past life memories, deja vu. And actually, as I'm saying deja vu, I'm seeing somebody from a past life that is connecting with you in this lifetime. So this could be like a soulmate. It doesn't have to be a lover or romantic partner, but it could be a soulmate. It could be a twin flame, a counterpart, something of that sort. But there's definitely some sort of memories that are going to be shared. I feel like the what I mean by shared is this is like daydreams, night dreams, lucid dreaming, maybe even having astral travel or out of body experiences with something that has to do with the past. Um, this is a time of you becoming more empowered through the experiences that you're having with spirit. You do have Mother Mary on the bottom, which is talking about miracle type of energy. This is an energy of having faith, patience, trust in the process, allowing whatever is supposed to happen by flowing, and not be in a state of trying to control the outcome instead of just going with the flow, being in the moment, things of that sort. So um, I'm seeing like music notes, so you may even have um, tones that you're going to be hearing, or it may be an. What is the music notes for? I kind of wish I had my other deck, the one deck that I use for confirmation cards, but what cards am I going to go to at this time? Thank you. So, the music notes, I'm getting a message of you're in a cycle that is teaching you what your. Hi Yippee, how you doing, honey? Are you wanting a reading or a body scan? Anyhow, I've got Love Bug on the list next for a reading after I'm done with Margaret's. But the music notes have something to do with you getting in alignment with like your heart song. There's something about things rearranging and adjusting to be in rhythm and vibration with what your heart, what your soul wants for your heart to have. Those things that bring you happiness, peace, joy, contentment. Um, let's see what else these cards have to say for you though. Okay, so this card was the card that flipped out as I was trying to shuffle, and they just did their own thing anyway. This is a card of connecting with the earth, getting grounded, taking your shoes off, taking your socks off, going outside and putting your feet into a puddle of mud, a puddle of water, getting connected with the grass or the ground in some way, shape, or form, whether it's just laying down or putting your feet onto it or whatever it may be. Hi, Charlie. Thank you for being here, hon. Are you wanting a body scan or are you feeling pulled to a reading? Um, so and this is all free, by the way, tonight, guys, all free. Of course, if anybody wants to send any kind of gift, feel more than welcome. A tip, always welcome, very much appreciated, but not necessary. If you feel led to do that, though, there is links in the description underneath this video. Charlie, am I saying that right? Let me see. Charlie, yeah, okay. No problem, Charlie. You do have one person ahead of you for a reading after I finish this reading that I'm doing. So just hang tight, or if you want to leave for a little bit and come back, completely fine with me. I will make sure that you're on here before I begin. Okay, so time to get connected with the earth. Acorns are coming to mind for some reason. I don't know exactly why. So you may want to, Shay Lee, thank you for telling me that. I'm going to write that down. Did I say that right, Shaylee? I'm glad you're here, honey. Thank you for being here and being of support. Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing, sharing this video or any of my content to help my channel to grow. My channel growing helps my business to grow. I just went full time with my business. And, you know, this is my passion. I really like doing what I do for people. So just a share, a like, a comment, you know, subscribing and hitting the notification bell. All of those things are things that help me. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Love Bug Blues. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, Margaret, this is still for you, hun. Am I using the right? There it is. Okay. Okay, yeah, connecting and listening with an open mind to what spirit has to say. And this is you getting deeply connected with spirit. This is you in meditation, in a space of silence, and maybe 0 point energy, getting yourself into just this really relaxed state of being. And then asking that the guidance team that needs to present themselves to you at this time, and I'm saying at this time because it shifts and it changes. We don't always have the same angels around us. We don't always have the same guides or the same animal spirit guides. You know, they change from time to time depending on what timeline we're in and what energies we need and what needs to, you know, what kind of help we need or what have you. So, you know, you're in this energy of needing to meditate, needing to take things deeper by connection with the earth. Acorns keep coming to me, man. There's something significant about acorns. And, you know, there's been several times where in my spiritual journey, I've connected with acorns and I've had some pretty profound things happen, but I can't really tell you exactly what it was. I know that I've got probably about 10 of them in there that I've connected with. They're in a jar with all my feathers that I've also received from spirit. But listening with an open mind, taking the suggestions that are being given to you, I feel like you're about to have some sort of profound change when it comes to connection with your Kundalini energy, your life force, your Chi energy, whatever you want to call it. There's going to be some sort of profound change, shift within the connection with that. It's going to be giving you a lot of answers to a lot of things, is what I feel. And it's up to you to really trust in what you're being given. You do have holy love on the bottom, which makes me feel like there's a connection with some sort of divine counterpart, a soulmate, a twin flame, maybe even. There is definitely something that is changing and transforming as we speak, something that is aligning for you, a connection that you may currently be in. You may start to see it dissipate or move in a different direction, or you may have a decision to make about whether or not you want to take in another direction. And what I'm hearing right now is that spirit is here to um, support you in whatever decision you make. Your free will choices are what they want to support you in. However, whether or not it's something that has been fated or a destined type of connection, you'll eventually be led back to it. So ultimately, you can still decide your free will choice to be with, stay in a connection that is not, I don't feel like it's bad, but I don't feel like it's your person, or maybe something needs to change about that person so that they are your person. But either way it goes, you're being led to change some things so that you can get to this place of having this divine connection, this divine love. Which parts will I go to, please? Which ones? Thank you. Okay, guys, on the list I have Love Bug Blues and I have Shaylee. Thank you guys again for being here and hanging out. I've been going through a pretty crazy day. I've had a lot of blessings happen, but my stepmom also had a heart attack and is in the hospital right now. She's doing okay. I actually seen this 2 years ago. I've had several dreams about it. My brother has as well. We knew it was going to happen, and you know, um, we didn't think that she was in a space for us to tell her that it was going to happen and why it was going to happen. And it all had to do with a jab, okay, a second jab that she got, and she started getting real sick and having problems with breathing and stuff, and kind of find out it was congestive heart failure, causing her to have breathing issues. And tonight she ended up having a heart attack, and it opened up an opportunity for me to connect with my angels. And when I did, three of them showed up in the middle of my kitchen floor, and we sent healing to my stepmom. And then I was shown a conversation that I was told to have with her about this said jab, and the vision that me and my brother had. And she trusted me and she believed me, and she's not going to get any more of those jabs. And I do believe that she was healed tonight, and that um, she's gonna be okay. Thank you, Love Bug. I see your question, honey, or your whatever you want to say, your comment. Doug's energy towards you. Okay, no worries. All right, let me get on with it, Margaret. Let's see what other messages come through for you, hon. What other messages do you have for Margaret, please? In love, romance, finance, essential messages. Thank you. They're wanting you to take action in multiple areas of your life. I feel like there's some significant changes that are happening that are bringing you more of like this energy of what to do with your energy. It's almost like I get this like feeling of being retired and not knowing to do with your time. I don't know if you're actually retired. I'm just using that as an example, but it's like this energy of feeling like you're retired and you're bored and you don't have things to do or whatever it is. So there's this energy of taking action in multiple ways and multiple areas of your life. This is the areas that Spirit is guiding you to put action into, whether it be a hobby or a relationship or healing some sort of aspect of yourself or changing an aspect of yourself or accepting certain aspects of yourself. The list goes on and on and on. But it says, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. I feel like you're being given a lot of doors that are being opened for you in multiple areas of your life. This could be in relationships, connections, finances. It could be all of the above. But I really truly believe that a lot of it has to do with your house, home, and relationships of all sorts. Okay. What other messages do you have for Margaret, please? Thank you, Love Bug Blues, for the prayers, hon. Yeah, it is difficult, Shaylee. It definitely is. She's scared, but after having the conversation that I had with her, she was very open to what I had to say. She said that she trusts me, and she was very appreciative because she actually had the feeling that she shouldn't take another one. Even though my dad was telling her today that, maybe she needs to go get one, maybe that's the issue. And, she felt it, she just felt like she shouldn't get another one. And I'm glad that I was able to clarify that for her. Me either, honey. Me either. Never, never, never. So, Margaret, sharing yourself, giving your energy to other people at this time is exactly what they're wanting to do. But this is an energy of honesty, authenticity, being true and authentic to who you are, not sugarcoating anything, not holding anything back. Even if you're worried about disapproval or some sort of judgment from others or how an outcome is going to turn out, Spirit is asking you to share yourself and share yourself generously. It says, I am an incredibly generous being. And you are. Listen, Margaret is the one that sent, I got all these cards today in the mail. This is one of the blessings that I got today, even in the midst of, the lower vibrating energies trying to distract me and trying to get me when I'm leveling up and I'm coming into this place of just this really flippin' good place to be. I'm not paying no attention to it, man. It ain't getting me. It is not getting me. I just put those other two cards back. What were they? Okay. Expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. And I really don't feel like there's anything to say about this. This is just, the natural flow of things. When you're healing and changing and evolving and losing dense energy, there's always blessings and miracles that are constantly happening, even in the midst of the negativity, if you want to even call it that. Flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. And I feel like this is referring to an aspect of yourself that is meant to be shared with others. I do feel like this whole thing that happened during the body scan with your throat and the Merkaba and all of that was taken out was in way to enable you to communicate your needs, wants, and desires in an accurate way, in a truthful way, in a way that is clear to others, in a way that they can understand. So, but there's something that's about to take off, and I feel like it has something to do with your voice being heard. Um, and I don't feel like it's just by one person. I feel like it's by a lot of people, but a sense of peace. Again, I keep feeling this like feeling of retired and just enjoying life and what retired people do and just having a lot of time to do fun things. So if you're not retired, this is what you may be looking up to here in the near future. But anyhow, is there any more cards that I need to pull for her? I am hearing not today. I hope that you got something out of your reading, Margaret. Already know you got something out of the body scan and healing. Thank you so much for always being a support. She's been supporting me for what, since 2016, I think it is 2017, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while that I've had my YouTube channel, and it's grown so slowly, but it's because of my fears, doubts, and insecurities holding me back. And even though I always got intuitive guidance as to what I should do, I didn't always do it. And now is the time where I'm in this energy where I love myself. I feel good about where I'm going and where I came from, and how I got there and all that good stuff. So I'm on top of the world and I'm making something out of it. So, anyhow, moving on. Margaret, thank you for being here again. Love Bug Blues, did you? I remember something. Doug's energy towards you. Did you put a name up here? or am I just calling you Love Bug Blues? I can't remember. I'm just gonna call you Love Bug because I'm not real for sure. Margaret says you pick up on a lot of things and all need to watch again. So much info to think about. Thanks so much, Trish. Yes, am now retired. Oh, cool. A long time. Great ride. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Francesca. I love that name. That is a beautiful name. Francesca. So you want to know about Doug, Francesca. Francesca, give me just a second. I want to change my music. It is not something that I normally listen to. So it has definitely been a great ride. It has been a crazy ride, though. You probably know more about me than my family actually knows about me. That's the crazy thing. Okay, let me find my music, man. Here we go. This will work. By the way, YouTube, I don't own the rights to this music. If you're hearing anything in the background, I'm not trying to steal anybody's music. I'm just listening to it as I'm doing my thing. So don't be flagging me for it or whatever. I've gotten a couple of copyright flags before, and I had to take down videos. So I try not to have my music up too loud, but I'm a music player. From the time I wake up in the morning, music is on YouTube. I have a list of all kinds of crazy stuff that I'll listen to. Anyway, Francesca, let's do this reading for you, honey. Okay. What is Doug's energy towards Francesca? Please give me messages of Doug's energy towards Francesca. Which cards do I go to, please? Doug's energy towards Francesca. Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. Doug's energy towards Francesca. Thank you. I'm seeing two different decks right off the bat, so let's see what we get here. Okay, Francesca, honey, this is for you. What energy does Doug have towards you? What kind of information can you give Francesca about Doug's energy, his thoughts, what he may be going through, what he may be feeling about Francesca? Any information that you can give Francesca about Doug, their connection, his energy. Which messages would you like to give Francesca about Doug? The energy between Francesca and Doug. What is he feeling, thinking, going through? What messages do you have for Francesca, please? Thank you. The first thing that I'm seeing is there's either thoughts that Doug has about children, or there is either a connection with you and Doug with children. I don't know if you guys have children together yet or what have you, but there is a message coming through about he sees you as somebody that would be a good mother, somebody who would be a good listening ear. You would be somebody who would always be like the lending hand towards children. There's just something about the way that he senses something about you with children. And I don't even like there's almost this message of Doug may be somebody who is an intuitive like me. And I'm getting like like a mixed message with that. It's almost like he's intuitive, but maybe he doesn't 100% believe in intuition, if that makes sense. But he is intuitive. And there's something about him getting like insight into things when he feels people's energy, even if he doesn't realize that he's doing that. He is reading the energy field of you. He is reading the energy field of other people around him as well. And one of the things that he senses about you or feels about you, or maybe even has seen through some sort of experience with you, is that you have some sort of place when it comes to children. Okay, being a mother, being a teacher, being some sort of provider for children. He just sees you as being some sort of guiding light for them. um, there's a trust, there's like this immense trust that there would be no harm, there would be no ill will that would come to children that are in your vicinity. That's the message that's coming through. I just feel a lot of trust. The best way of putting this is trust with this card. Um, he trusts that you are capable of being around children and that you would be good with children and just anything that has to do with children. He thinks that you're the person for that. He's been spending a lot of time alone, contemplating, meditating, maybe even praying about the connection with you. I feel like he's really been searching for a lot of answers, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. I feel like there's still things that have been left unsaid. I feel like there's things that have been triggered within probably both of you. I'm feeling both of you, but let's just speak about him for now. There's something that has been triggered in him through you, something that you said, something that you've done, maybe just looking at your picture. Maybe just looking at your picture even. It's something about you that is that powerful that looking at your picture has triggered something in him and it's caused some sort of heart awakening. And when we go through a heart awakening, that means that we have to take a look at our past relationships, things that may have happened in our childhood or didn't happen in our childhood, things that caused us harm or trauma in some way, shape, or form. And then we have to heal those things so that we can get to this place of trusting in a connection with somebody again, or trusting in the connection at all. Um, there's something very special about Doug. And what I mean by this is the connection between the two of you may now or at some time feel very friendly. Let's just say friendly, or friendship like. And I feel like that's very important part or a very important stage of the connection between the two of you. There's something about even like a brotherly type of feeling. And I'm saying this coming from you. You may not have felt that yet, but there's this sense of when you guys connect, or in the future, even when you connect, there's something about a friendship, a brotherly connection. And what I mean by the brotherly connection is when I think of a brother, I think of a protector, somebody who makes sure that I don't get hurt on the playground or whatever it may be. But there's something about that. Um, but there's something about him really taking time to contemplate like just different relationships in his life, things that I think he's questioning a lot about different relationships right now. And not, I'm not even talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about like those relationships that feel like they have meaning being in his life. And then those relationships that no longer feel like they resonate and no longer feel like they have meaning being pushed out. So there's a lot of things that he's thinking about. And you are one of those people. Um, did, okay, I'm being shown there was a time in my life when I had a really good friend. His name was Clinton J. And he was like my best friend. We did everything together. We rode three wheelers together. We snuck out of houses together. You know, I mean, you name it, we did it together. We were best friends. And this was from like grade school all the way up into like I was a senior. I don't know. We hung out till I was like a junior or something, maybe. Um, and he fell in love with me, and I didn't fall in love with him, and I broke his heart. But it's reminded me, like, there's been so many times when I went back to like thinking about that connection with him and really wondered if I had done the right thing or if I had about it the right way and things of that sort. And I'm getting like this energy that is very similar here. And like, am I going to regret something if I don't change something or if I don't do something different or something like that? Um, he may be in a romantic relationship, or he may have some sort of partnership that he's really questioning at this time. And as well as friendships. Yeah, there's something with friendships that's shifting and changing, but he sees you as somebody that he can trust. And if at all, it would be um, at least with his children. Am I supposed to take all three of these cards? So there's something about an underlying connection. There's something that's deeper than just friendship with this connection. Even if you guys have never like kissed or had sex or, you know, even talked about having a relationship, there's definitely something that's much deeper here. This is a soulmate, a uh, I'm feeling like a kindred spirit. Like you've had some sort of past connections with him, past life connections with him. And there may have even been a time when you guys were like sister and brother, or brother and brother, and or sister and sister, or something of that sort, because this card is just like screaming out to me that there's been multiple layers of connections between the two of you. And I feel like you both feel that. Maybe you don't understand it just yet, or maybe you don't have all the answers about it just yet, but there's something that's deepening about the connection, and it feels like it's a blossoming or awakening, or it's about to. He has unconditional love for you. Um, he sees you as somebody that is strong and that would do anything for anybody, but sometimes you may not do enough for yourself. You may give to others and not give enough to yourself, or maybe, you know, you don't see yourself for the light that you truly are, or something like that. Because I just get this feeling that his spirit is like screaming out to you, even if his physical human self doesn't tell you this. His spirit screams out to you like, do you not see your light? Do you not see your beauty? Do you not see how wonderful you are? And even if it's not like, you know, sending it in a form of question, it's his spirit is telling you this. And maybe it's just by the way that he looks at you, in the human sense. You know, he looks at you a certain way, and you just like, why did he look at me like that? One, his soul is remembering you from past connections, whether you were lovers, sister and brother, parents, friends, whatever it may be, your soulmates. You guys are going to continuously go through a lot of lifetimes to have fun together, to learn from each other, and things of that sort. But he and you both are awakening to see things about each other that you've experienced at some time or another, and it's going to feel familiar. And that familiarity is going to become like this time when you guys look into each other's eyes, you feel like you know everything about each other. And that may be a little bit scary to both of you. And I feel like this is like a silent scary, like even if this is not something that you have felt yet, it's something that you're awakening to. Okay. So, um, he sees a lot of beauty in you. Okay. And it's not just physical beauty, it's the way that you act, it's the way that you talk, it's the way that you present yourself, it's the way that you've grown and shaped yourself into somebody different than what you used to be. And it's just these small changes that you've made that just makes him love you even more. And, and I'm not even talking on a romantic sense. I'm talking like on a sense of like he just has so deep, profound love for you. Okay. So you got I don't know how this is pronounced. I'm going to say Ayin. But this is a message of kind of like the fool, taking a leap of faith and not being afraid to go in a direction of something that feels like it's unfamiliar or won't work, or, there may be some sort of blocks in the way. Um, like another connection, or somebody having a spouse, or a relationship or something like that. I just get the feeling that there's going to be some sort of shift and change that is going to bring on a romantic connection with you guys. Whether or not either one of you have a romantic connection with somebody, eventually you guys, there's going to be something that happens between the two of you, whether it be just a communication about how deep you guys feel about each other, even if it never becomes anything more than just friendship, or even if it becomes, this energy of he becomes available or you become available, and all of a sudden this shift happens and you guys are like, let's try and see what happens type deal. But there's definitely a shift that is happening, and some sort of change and transformation. And I feel like a sense of some sort of questioning what the heart is desiring, or why there's such an intense feeling all of a sudden, or something of that sort. But it says, take a risk and put your heart's true desires into action. There may be something that you need to communicate to somebody. But anyhow, which cards do I go to, please? Which cards do I go to, please? Francesca. Show me that. Okay. I forgot these were shown to me in the very beginning as well. Let me get a drink real quick. I am having cotton mouth quite a bit. He's unavailable. Let me scroll up just a second and read what else you put. He has kids. He's unavailable. We are just friends. Will he reach out to me? Yes, he's going to reach out to you. I feel that very strongly. We went to high school together. He is unavailable. He may be unavailable, but that doesn't mean anything. These are all the ways that he is feeling about you, or things that he's been thinking. And if you're on my channel watching a video right now, and it doesn't matter whether or not you realize you're going through an awakening, you're going through an awakening. When I made this channel, I set intentions that only people that were either already aware or getting ready to become aware of going through an awakening would be drawn to my channel. So that's exactly what's happening. And with spiritual awakenings come a lot of thoughts of people from the past, have people coming from the past back into our life, things being mended, things being talked about, things shifting and changing. Um, and there's definitely something much deeper to this than what meets the eye, or what seems to be, is what I'm getting here. So about his other half. Okay. Are you at are you asking me about his other half? Like, are you asking me like questions about her? I'm unsure what you're trying to say, hon. If you're thinking a lot about somebody, I guarantee they're thinking a lot about you. That's just the way that things work. Okay, there's an area of your life where you need to bring back your power. There's something that you may be overthinking about. And I feel like this is like your logical thinking where you're dissecting and trisecting the whole entire situation. And, you know, you're coming up with these outcomes that may or may not happen, but you have no evidence of it. And so, what Spirit is teaching you at this time is how to not do that, how to not be so much into the logical or the masculine mind way of thinking and be more into the heart space and what your intuition is telling you to do at this time. And, if your intuition tells you to reach out to him before he reaches out to you, please do so. Uh, listen to your intuition about what you feel like you need to do. He may have clearly stated that, but things change, honey. And it doesn't, just because he stated that you guys are just friends doesn't mean that he doesn't have these feelings. These are clearly exactly what he is feeling. Doesn't mean that he doesn't feel that way. I've been in relationships before and still had feelings for people from my past, but I was able to let go and, be in a relationship with another person, not meaning leaving that person. I'm just saying, like, you know, you can have feelings for more than one person at the same time. Doesn't mean that he's cheating or that he's going to leave her for you. I'm just saying that anything is possible, and these are his feelings. These are, accurate messages that are coming through. But I feel like the focus might need to be on healing something that has to do with this connection, because the more that I'm like connecting with, and the more that I'm reading into this, there feels like there's some sort of pain there, and it may just be the pain of how do I say this? The pain of, give me the right word. Give me the right word here. Almost like, oh, what is the word? Please give it to me. It's right on the tip of my tongue. There might be some sort of resentment that has been gained in some way, shape, or form. And when we have resentments because we didn't get what we wanted, or it didn't turn out the way that we expected, or maybe there's some sort of jealousy for some reason or another, it gets so heavy at some point that we obsess over, we think too much about a certain thing or what have you. And I feel like there may be something that's going on with something like that, because it's just like this energy of, there's a lot of love there, a whole lot of love. It's deep. It's always been deep. There's a lot of trust. There's this, there's that, blah, blah, blah. But then on the other aspect of it, I just get this feeling like something is freaking missing, and it hurts, and it makes me feel a little bit confused. And I feel like, almost like I've been lied to in some way, shape, or form, but not through somebody's words. It's just almost like I've been let down instead of lied to, is the right way of putting it. Um, but I keep getting like this reverse sign, like the Uno reverse, like, things can be changed, things can be reversed. We can shift ourselves into new timelines by our thoughts. So we think positively and we act positively, and we act as if something is the way that we want it to be, and it starts shifting and changing into that reality. And so, I'm not, I don't know. Let me see what else they have to say here. Am I supposed to continue with these cards? Yes or no? Both of these here. There's a need for you to clear your chakras at this time. There is a need for you to do some sort of aura cleanse, or connection with crystals that would be clearing for your aura as well. It's asking you to pay attention to the types of people that you hang out with. If they're drama filled people, if they're people that are always talking down about their life, or if they just bring you down in some way, shape, or form, they're asking you to start moving those people out of your life at this time, and make room for new people to come in. And I do feel like new situations are coming in for you, but and I'm talking about with connections. I'm not saying romantic connections. I'm not saying they're not romantic connections, but I am feeling connections that are coming in for you. Mostly feeling like a connection with yourself. Like there's something about like going inward and really connecting deeply with yourself at this time. Yeah, this is a time of teaching and learning and keeping an open mind to learning new ideas, learning from new ideas that are coming to you. Pay attention to what keeps repeating in your mind, what kind of thoughts that you keep having. If it's of love, inspiration, and guidance, this is messages from spirit. This is messages from God, your guides, your angels, what have you. And you need to pay attention to it. If it's something that is of a lower vibrating energy of fear, doubt, and insecurity, then you need to tell it to go. It has no power or authority over you, and it has no no way of taking from you, and you take that power back. But it's time for you to gain some sort of new understanding that you are capable of transforming energies, that you're a powerful being. This is time for you to learn and understand that things can change and miracles can happen. There's a lot about just shifting your energy and your thought patterns right now that's coming out with this. Um, So, is there anything coming in for love? Let me see. Are you talking about from anybody else? Or are you talking about for you and him? Your intuition is becoming more spot on at this time. I am getting that. What messages should I go to when it comes to is love coming in for her? Is love coming in for her? Which person go to, please? Thank you. Okay, guys, I've got Shaylee next on the list. I don't think I have anybody after Shaylee. I haven't wrote anybody else down. So if anybody else is on the list that okay, honey. Give me love messages concerning anybody else. Love messages concerning anybody else for Francesca, please. Love messages. Two more shuffles, please. How many cards, please? Right now, they're saying I don't feel like there's like a love connection that's coming in for you right now. Not like real soon anyway. However, there is a strong message of taking the time to heal your wounds, whatever wounds that you may have from past connections or something of that sort, whether it be a romantic relationship or a friendship. Because the way to a divine love or a love that is meant for you, whether it be with a soulmate or whatever it may be, they're saying that you need to get to a place of really feeling, just like ultimate love for yourself. There's definitely some things that need to transform within you that have to do with your heart connection, which is all about love, unconditional love, things of that sort. So, um, there is also a message of seeing your worth and value when it comes to connections in your life. Again, this isn't just referring to romantic connections. Even though you're asking about love, the suggestions here is to 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 get connected with yourself, start to love yourself, and see the value that you have to bring in connections. Because once you see your value that you have to bring to connections totally and fully, the connection, the right connection, it's going to be there, and it's going to be something worthwhile because I see it being somebody that you can create with. And I feel like you do have somebody coming in within the next 3 to 5 months, is what I'm getting. But I don't feel like this person is your person. I feel like this person is more of like an in between or somebody that is going to teach you some things that you need to learn about yourself when it comes to the value and what you do and don't desire in a relationship. But right, for right now, I'm not really feeling anything significant with love coming in for you other than self love. So I hope that you got something out of your reading, Francesca. Much love to you. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here and being of support, hon. Okay, Shaylee, I see that you are here. Can you please give me like just a few seconds to use the restroom? I've been on here for a couple hours now and I have got to go. So give me just a little bit of time to do that and I will be right back. Okay, Shaylee. Thank you for letting me go to the bathroom. I was holding that for quite some time. Okay, let's see here. Yes, I know. I know that you are, hun. No worries. No worries. Hi, Banks Bills. How are you today, honey? Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with Shaylee's. Um, we're doing body scan for you, aren't we, Shaylee? Yes. Okay, body scan. Good evening, Roberto. I hope everybody's doing okay. Thank you for being here. I have been going live for quite some time, so I do not know whether or not I will be doing anybody else after Shaylee. But I plan on going live again tomorrow. So if you guys don't get a reading or a body scan tonight and you would like to have one of those, just come see me tomorrow. But anyhow, no worries, hon. Are you ready to do your body scan? Okay, just making sure that you is ready, hen. Just go ahead and close your eyes. I know you've been watching what I've been doing with other people, so you probably know by now. You're going to feel vibrations, swirling sensations, pitter patters. You may hear things that you don't normally hear, feel sensations that you don't normally feel. You may feel expanded and just very connected with unity, oneness. You could see and experience things with angels, all of those um, things like that. That's what you're going to experience. So you can see a lot of colors in your third eye area or what have you. Go ahead and close your eyes, get into a comfortable position. I want you to look into the third eye area, the area in between your eyebrows. And as you do that, I am going to scan your body by blowing into the screen each time that I do so. I am going to be given an indicator of things that I need to work on, things that need to be either removed, um, awakened. It could be something that needs to be healed, what have you. But either way it goes, um, it's no worries, hon. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. But thank you for feeling that for me. But all kinds of sensations you could feel, but I'm going to blow into the screen and I'm probably going to do that several times. Each time you're going to get more and more relaxed. You're going to fall into like this, like very deep, like relaxed state, or either a state of feeling very relaxed and heavy or floaty. So it could be one or the other, or it could go back and forth from the two. But let's go ahead and do this. Close your eyes, and I want you to focus on the area in between your eyebrows, the third eye area. And I want you to just observe, is that area black? Is it white? Is it colorful? Do you see black with different colors in it? Do you see any kind of shapes, any people, any scenes, anything like that? And I don't want you to open your eyes and answer me. I just want you to be, allow yourself to be present in what I'm doing for you at this time. I just want you to observe what's going on there and the changes that take place throughout this healing. I want you to make sure that periodically you just consciously think about looking into that area, because sometimes we just get so like involved into the what's happening during the body scan and healing that we forget to look into that area. But there's always things that happen there. There's um, a lot of really cool things that are to be seen. So I'm going to go ahead and ground my energy all over again, since I've done several readings and body scans. So just give me a second to do that. Actually, as I do, I'm going to go ahead and have you do it along with me. So just follow along with me. Even if you have a hard time visualizing, I want you to just, just listen to what I'm saying, and try your best to visualize with me. But I want you to imagine that you have roots growing out over your feet and going down into the center of the earth. I want you to imagine that there is a pool of bright white, pink, crystalline water. We're going to imagine the roots pulling this water all the way up into our legs, into our lower abdomen, moving on up and through the midsection, chest, into the arms and hands, moving up and through the neck, head. And as it comes to the head, we're going to see it just sprout out like a fountain into our auric field, going into our aura and just cleansing. As it does so, you're going to just feel this relaxed feeling. You may feel grounded and centered, maybe even feeling a pull to the earth at this time. I'm going to go ahead and blow into the screen and get you into a relaxed state. Each time that I blow into the screen, you're going to feel more and more relaxed, more and more into a meditative type state. I'm going to start to scan and see what things I need to work on. I'm going to do that now. There's very slow moving energy throughout your whole entire head, and I'm seeing a lot of darkness. Not that darkness is bad, but I'm seeing that there is some sort of blockage or something of that sort. I'm going to just ask my guidance team at this time what I need to do in this area. Okay, there's several things that I'm seeing. One of the things that I'm seeing is I'm seeing a diamond being put into that area. And if you know anything about diamonds, they reflect all colors of light. And what I'm seeing is this diamond is being dropped literally right into the top of your head, being placed directly in the center. And as it's being put in there, the light that it's reflecting is starting to break up all of the energy I'm literally seeing like prisms of color all over throughout my eyes. So if you're looking into your third eye area and it was black before, you may start to see like weird, like, I don't know, streaks of color or something of that sort that just pop in and out. And you may even just have this sense of like feeling of relief or clarity that's coming like into the head section. As this is happening, I'm going to start to clear out this area by using my hand as a magnet. And I'm just going to pull on any kind of blockages that may be there. These are blockages that were put there by, it feels like, energies that you've picked up on. Some of these energies could have been carried over from other lifetimes, especially energies that I'm feeling on the left side. There's something to do with that. I don't know what significance the left side has, but there's something to do with something being held over there. So, whatever this is, it's almost like it needs to be turned on. So, whatever I'm doing right now, it's like it is charging up, turning on, doing something to the left side of your head, like literally like right above your ear, left back side. So I am going to connect with this energy here and just see exactly what's happening. You're going back to blackness in the third eye, and there's going to feel like there's a void in your head. And you may even start to feel like you're kind of like falling into like a deep space, like a blackness, a stillness, even. I am feeling some pain in the right back side of my head. I am feeling like some weird tension in both my ears. It feels like my left ear is clogged up and my right ear is very open, but there's some weird energies that is moving around there. So I'm going to connect with your ear chakras at this time, especially the left one. I'm going to focus on that one first. I'm going to open, activate, cleanse, balance, remove, and release any blockages or implants that's been placed within this ear, please. So right behind your ear chakra, or I'm sorry, your eardrum, you're going to notice an energy that is your ear chakra. It right now looks like a stone. It looks like a piece of gravel or something. It's kind of like dingy brownish, gray brown kind of color, and I feel like it's not moving. It's kind of like got this unstable type of energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my energetic chisel, so to speak, and I'm going to start chiseling out at that area. And what's going to happen is I'm breaking it up, I'm chiseling it out, then I'm just going to scoop that energy out. And each time that I scoop it out and chisel even more and scoop even more out, what's going to happen is you're going to start to feel like you're hearing a little bit better. You may even start to feel like less dense energy in that ear, if that makes sense. And you're going to start to probably see light coming back into at least the left side of the third eye, and maybe even flickers of light all throughout the third eye. But either way, I'm going to start to unravel this energy like it's a ball of yarn now. I'm like getting to the core of it, and I'm just pulling out anything that's unwanted, things that you have heard that have programmed you to believe that, hearing spirit or connecting with spirit, even on an internal level, is wrong. Anything that you may have heard that could have blocked you from being able to connect with other dimensions, even through telepathy. And I know people's probably thinking like your ears don't do that, but it does. It connects with the pineal gland, the third eye, the crown chakra, and the throat chakra. All of them work together in unity. So I'm unraveling this, and now I'm starting to see like a silver light in the ear chakra, and I'm going to just use my hand like a magnet and pull even more of the impurities out, because one side's still a little bit dark, the other side's like a silver light that's, it's even dingy on its own. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'm feeling heat going into my ear. So you could be feeling heat coming into your ear as well. Again, I'm on the left side. I'm going to pull this out one more time. This last time you could feel a popping feeling or even hear a pop in your ear, and now you're going to feel like this flow of energy, almost like a watery type of energy, and your ear may even leak like earwax or like a watery type of fluid. I've had that happen with several people when I've done this, so that could be something that happens as well. I'm going to go over to the right ear, which I don't feel is as bad, but as I'm doing this, I am instantly starting to feel this chakra starting to rock back and forth and mimic the motions of my hands. So I'm just going to start to wind this up, and I'm going to ask that any, energy over here. Anything that's unneeded or unwanted at this time be cleared and brought out through my hands, or through my hand on this side. I'm sorry. And then I'm going to pull, 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 and give that away. Pull, 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 and give it away. I'm asking that it be changed back into light and love and put back into the head and going in and splitting into both ears at this time. I'm pushing energy in as well from the outside. So you're feeling something come in from the top of your head. You're also feeling energy come in from the side of your ears into, it's meeting in the middle, and you're going to feel this go to the third eye. It's actually in the pineal gland, which is right around like center of your head, nape area. It's going there and it's decalcifying the pineal gland. It is clearing that out, and it is starting to project projections into the third eye. So you may start to see white light. You may even start to see a TV screen, or like it looks like a rectangular box that in my sight kind of looks like a screen of some sort that something's going to be projected on. It may just come and go. It may like flash in and out or something of that sort. And if you're not getting that now, this is something that you're definitely going to see here soon. I'm going to go ahead and scan your body again. Okay, I'm going to go to the heart space, and I'm working out of the heart space to open, activate, cleanse, balance, and release any blockages or implants within every single chakra that aligns your spine. This is not all the extra chakras. We have thousands of chakras in our body. This is just the ones that align your spine and then go up into your throat. So I am going to do that through the heart space. Anytime we go directly through the heart space, it will do its thing and go to where it needs to go. So I'm going to go into the heart space at this time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut you open energetically. It's going to feel kind of like I'm doing a heart surgery. I'm just going to pry the energy back there to where you're feeling very vulnerable. You feel bare. You may feel like all of a sudden, like memories are coming to you about things that have hurt you, that have made you unstable, that may have took you from being in a rooted, grounded type of energy out of that, like just these quick flashes of memories or even thoughts or visions, or maybe you're not getting anything at all. And if you're not getting anything at all, it's because you're not meant to relive it. But there's something about a clearing that has taken place within each of them, and things that have been blocked in each of them. The root chakra, this has the thing to something to do with stability within connections, but there's also stability within home, and I'm even hearing finances at one time, if not at this time, and then it's going up into the sacral chakra, and I'm seeing something that has to do with like, what is this? This is they're showing me like this give and take energy that also has to do with relationships, almost like a people pleasing type of energy. I don't know exactly why this is coming up, but this may be something that has taken away from or shut down this particular energy center or something of that sort, whether or not you as a people pleaser or somebody was constantly trying to please you in some way, shape, or form. There's something that goes along with that, but there's also a message that goes along with the next activation, and that activation and clearing of the sacral and also the solar plexus are showing me these messages of like taking your power back, and there's like things that are clearing that have to do with this, mostly has to do with things that people have said to you, things that people have done or not done to you, and not standing up for yourself or something of that sort in one way, shape, or form. Maybe many times it happened. It may have just happened one time. I don't know, but it's affecting all of your lower chakras, and there's something that's being cleared out there. So there's a sense of a push and a pull in multiple directions with these three chakras. There's also this feeling of like knots balling up, especially like in the tummy area, right above the belly button in the solar plexus. It feels like something is just like really thick, really hard, almost like there's just this big knot there. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm literally going to pull out each one of these chakras, and I'm going to put them in front of you, and then I'm going to start doing work to them. I am going to work on the solar plexus first. For whatever reason, normally I would start at the root chakra and come back up, but I'm going to start to clear out the energy of the solar plexus, and I'm just stretching it and pulling this stuff out. And as I'm pulling it and stretching it, I'm literally seeing like it's timelines that are unwanted, unneeded, unuseful anymore. They're being like, I don't know if broken, or I don't know what the right word to put here is, but they're leaving. They're being taken away. And so I am just strengthening this is what I'm seeing now. And I'm literally seeing the energy of the sun shining down in it and just like making it like revitalize. I don't know. It's just like it's real strong now. And I'm putting that right back in you. You're literally going to feel this start to cradle or rock into the upper part of your abdomen, right around the rib area. And I'm going to just put that in there all the way now to where it's snug and fit. And you're going to feel full, and you're going to start to feel the activation of it starting to spin in a clockwise direction. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the next one out, put it in front of you. This is the sacral chakra. And I'm just going to start clearing the energy out. This feels like a lot of pulling up and out type of energy. It feels like it's kind of pulling me back into it. So it's something that doesn't want to let go. You may be having memories of what this is. I'm not going to share what I think it may be, but you may be having memories or thoughts of what this could be that's clearing. Whatever it is that you're thinking at this time, though, I want you to not really like get deep into thinking about it or going back into the memory so deep that it hurts you, but I want you to think about it being changed and transformed and made better, or just see cords cutting with it and it just diminishing and going away. And now I'm going to put this energy right back into the sacral chakra, and I'm charging that up now, and I'm putting it right back into the body. Instead of cradling it or rocking it in, I'm just putting it in, and now it's going to flick. And I'm kind of feeling like this butterfly feeling in my stomach right now, even in my lower part of my groin area. I'm starting to feel like a fluttering type of feeling. So you could be feeling that right now. You could be seeing the color green. If you're not seeing the color green, I want you to bring that color in at this time. I want you to just imagine this bright emerald green being out in front of you and being put into the two areas that we just worked on, the solar plexus as well as the sacral area. And now I'm going to move down into the root chakra, where I have that pulled out, and I'm going to start to clear the energy of the root chakra. This is going to feel like a lot of cramps, like period cramps or menstrual cramps or having labor cramps. I don't know. It's kind of like giving me this weird sensation of like tugging and pulling on my uterus, my ovaries, and things of that sort, which can happen. But I'm just feeling like this icky type of feeling, and it's almost like making me feel very nauseous. And if you're feeling nauseous, I want you to pull in the color pale yellow into the area that you feel that in, and that's going to relieve that. If you need to do it more than one time, do it, but usually the first time will work. But what I'm going to do with this energy is I'm literally going to have you purge this energy. So I'm bringing energy all the way up from the root chakra, and I'm bringing it all the way up and through the sacral, solar plexus, heart, and I'm bringing it up and out in through the mouth. So it's going to feel literally like you got a cough, or you're going to energetic throw up, or it's going to feel like a lot of things are just coming up. I don't know how else to put it, but it's real thick in my throat, real thick in my chest. There's even a little bit of tension and pain in my chest, kind of comparable to a heart attack, actually. It's like tightness. And then now you're going to start to feel that start to be pulled up, 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 and out. And now you're going to feel the release. And I'm actually feeling like gas bubbles in my stomach. So, or like a feeling of gas bubbles. You may be feeling that moving around there now. I'm seeing the color pale blue. Bring that into your aura field and just let it penetrate into your body. It's going to go where it needs to go. I'm not seeing it any place in particular that it's meant to go. It just looks like it's just resonating in different spots. So as it's going to these different spots, you may feel like tingling sensations or vibrating sensations in certain areas, and then as soon as you feel it, within milliseconds, it's going to move to another area. This is some sort of change or activation or something that's being cleared out of your cells at this time. There's something that's happening to your cellular structure. I'm putting this energy right back in the root chakra and pushing it right into the root chakra area where you're going to feel very full. And I'm asking that all three of these chakras at this time start to balance and start to spin in the correct directions. And as they do, I am seeing a vortex that's starting to form from the root chakra going all the way up. And it's actually grabbing a hold of the heart chakra, and I'm feeling it starting to cleanse things out of the heart, which in turn is also clearing things out of the throat, the third eye, the crown chakra, and even the soul star directly above it. So there's this sense of like this funneling or this tunneling of energy that's coming down as well as coming up into the heart space. And I'm seeing this just transforming there. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of energy that's just kind of like mixing and mingling and breaking up and turning into bright light, then turning back into dark light, and then turning into bright light again. And it's just like shaping and forming and molding. And I don't know how else to describe it, but it's intense. There's feelings that are happening in my jaw and my lymph nodes. Something is also happening and changing there, so you could feel that as well, especially on the right side. You could be having a lot of throat clearing where you feel like you got a cough. Maybe you feel like there's an energetic throw up, so to speak. You may feel the need to swallow. Very dry throat, very um, um, what am I getting here? There's like a disconnection there. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the throat chakra real quick. What I'm doing is I'm literally grabbing onto the energy of the throat chakra and I'm just holding it there. And what I'm doing is I'm putting stillness into it. It's almost like it's recalibrating, it's aligning, rebalancing, something of that sort. And I'm getting a reset number of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm seeing the color blue. I'm seeing the color zero. I mean, the color silver. And I'm seeing this energy just like transforming in your heart and becoming more gentle, more calm, more soothing. And it's like it's penetrating all the way up into your chest and into your throat. And as it goes into your throat, you can just feel like this soothing feeling, almost like you've ate a cough drop or you've had some sort of like throat lozenge or something of that sort. And then I even feel like this peace that's just starting to come about my whole entire body. And I want you to just relax in that energy. You're going to feel me lift your, for better lack of terms, you're going to feel me lift your spirit up and out of your body. You're going to still feel your physical body as a physical body. It's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel a little bit like it's unable to be moved or something like that. As I lift your energy up and out of your body, the energy of what I'm lifting up and out, you're going to be able to feel it as well. There's going to be a disconnect, but there's also going to be a connect. And what I mean by that is you're going to feel the energy come up and out and disconnect and float above you, but you're also going to be very consciously aware of what is getting ready to happen within that energy field. So, what I'm doing now is I'm basically just leveling out the playing field. I'm clearing this energy out of anything that is unneeded or unwanted for any reason at this time, whether the lessons have already been learned and they are now being taken away so that they don't be something that is revisited in another cycle. It could be trauma energy that's being cleared out and um, just put back into this. They keep saying even playing field. So it's almost like you're having like some sort of start over where, all of these things that are affecting your auric field right now are no longer going to do so. You could feel like a feeling of you're being fluffed up, so to speak. I don't know how else to put it, but a feeling of like a cloud being within your spirit and just feeling floaty and fluffed up. And now, what you're going to start to feel is like a part of space. You're going to start to feel like you're getting more and more relaxed and into a space of like oneness, stillness, maybe a void type of feeling, a silence feeling. If you look into your third eye area, you're probably seeing a purple dot or orb that's moving around. As I'm putting your energy right back into your body, you're going to feel like a wave, like you're like rocking on a wave on the ocean, like on a raft or something. It's just this real calm, gentle wave, and your energy is just like really relaxed and just really starting to flow. Is really the best way that I can put it. Just sit in this energy for a moment. There is definitely some sort of energy coming through about Christ consciousness and a 12 strand DNA activation. So you may experience a lot of things that have to do with magical happenings, supernatural type of awakenings where you may be very, very connected with like clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, telepathy, telekinesis, healing, um, being able to communicate with the plant and tree beings, communication with things like ETs or aliens, or what we call ETs and aliens. They don't really like that we call them that, but connection with angels. Like there's something about the connection with your DNA. There's something that's transforming, and I feel like it's been transforming for a while, maybe. And you probably have already had some sort of symptoms of it, but it's not finished. It's not been in its totality, and there's definitely some magical things that are about to either appear or reappear in your life. So these may be things that went dormant at some time, and now all of a sudden they're going to reawaken. But either way, I see Michael, Archangel Michael, as being a angel that is deeply involved in your growth right now, especially when it has to do with matters of the mind, which I wasn't going to say. That just literally came out, matters of the mind. So there could be some transitioning or shifting in the way that you think or perceive things. There was a grounded feeling that's coming into your feet at this time. There's definitely a sense of being connected with the earth. I feel like spending time in nature is really going to help with this connection, the deepening of the connection of oneness with the plant and tree beings, maybe even connection with the mystical type of creatures that people think don't exist that actually exist. Some in this reality, but most in other realities that you are capable of connecting in. If you don't yet know that you're capable, this is something that you're awakening to. There's a sense of like just this recycling or this um, transformation that's happening at the core of your being as we speak, and you should be able to feel that. If you can't feel that, there's probably going to be this instant where a lot of feelings, emotions, sensations, a lot of energetic impulses, and just shifts in your body happen all at once. And it will be pretty intense if it isn't happening already. It will be happening. But whenever you're ready to open your eyes, I feel like I am done at this time for what you need today anyway. Whenever you feel like you should open your eyes, please do so. And I hope that you got something out of your body scan and healing. Much love to you, honey. And please take the time if you had any kind of cool experiences with this. Please put that in the comments so that people know what you may have experienced or what have you. Um, but for now, guys, I've been on here for several hours doing this. Literally, my live has restarted 3 different times. So that means I've been on here for a very long time. I am not going to be doing any more body scans tonight. I am not going to be doing any more readings tonight, or should I? Um, but if you did not get a reading or a body scan tonight and you was really looking forward to one, please look for me tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm going to go live, but I'm definitely going to go live tomorrow. Um, yeah. If you're not subscribed to me, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell. It will notify you when I'm going to go live or when I am live, if I make or post any new videos or what have you. But anyhow, if you are somebody that didn't get a body scan or a reading or anything like that today, feel free to go check out my YouTube page and check out some of the videos there. I have over 1,400 videos that's been uploaded over the last several years. So go check those out. Anyhow, I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening tonight. And I just wanted to see before I hang up or before I close this out, um, Shaylee, if there's any comments that you would like to share, I would definitely. Okay. Yes, thank you so much. Was you able to connect with the energy? Was you able to feel the interactions that were happening with you at all? Very good. Thank you. You're very, very welcome, hon. Okay, guys, if you're interested in an appointment with me, please look me up on my website as uniqueme303 healing.net. And you can reach me on my website or by email, which is in the description links below. I hope that everybody has a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you guys soon. Much love to you. Bye.